What's up, everybody, and welcome to the show. This podcast episode is brought to you by IBOW Training. As you know, we talk about training pretty frequently here on the show, and the IBOW has some amazing people that they work with in their network. Are you a designer, rapper, sign maker, or beyond? If you want to invest in your creativity for the future, IBOW Training is the right choice. IBOW is the nation's first training organization to offer training in all aspects of the rap industry, from quoting, design, printing, production, and installation. They offer a variety of training options such as training at your shop, group training classes nationwide, and even private design and print profile training through remote login. With trainers nationwide, IBOW offers support day and night by phone, and many of their trainers are within a day's reach for emergencies. IBOW is growing and will continue to support the industry in a positive manner. For more information, please visit ibowtraining.com. We are also brought to you by We Print Wraps. We Print Wraps is the industry's #1 source for wholesale printed wraps. How easy is it to order wraps? Well, all you have to do is sell the job. Go to WePrintWraps.com, choose your desired film for the installation, upload your design, and if you're not a designer, no problem. They can design one for you and get your wraps delivered right to your door. They offer nationwide shipping all across the U.S. and Canada. And for exclusive listeners of the All Wrapped Up podcast, you can get 5% promo code when you type in the word All Wrapped Up at checkout to save on your next order today. Less risk, no overhead, wholesale printing. See why the industry pros love them. To get more information, visit WePrintWraps.com. Today's guest is just amazing, and I hope you enjoy this conversation because I did. Please welcome the great and powerful Shawn McNair. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to All Wrapped Up Podcast. We'll be interviewing industry-leading rap companies to share tips, tricks, stories, and more. What's going on, Shawn?
Oh, not much, Chef. How you doing?
Fucking living the dream, bro. Living the dream. You know how it is.
Always the dream in this industry.
Right? Right? What other industry can you be in that you put stickers on cars? Can't. There's only one.
That's right. There's only one. Only one.
How do we get paid for it, dude? It's awesome.
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, well, what do you do for a living? I put stickers on things.
Yeah. That's it.
It's as simple as that.
I like that way better than telling people I'm a rapper. Cause that shit gets, I get, you get the, like, weird stare, like, what? Like, rapper? Eminem? Like, you rap? Let's hear you spit. You know what I mean? Like, nah, dude. Wrong one.
All the time, I get that. But it helps because you get to weed out the ones that are actually interested, the ones that care. They're like, oh, what does that mean? Or, versus giving them an answer that they don't understand and they ask a million questions.
Dude, you know what I like is that, LE Raps, right? They call their, rappers, rap technicians.
Nice.
I fucking love that, man. Way to put like a proper fucking title together, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm a rap technician. Yeah. Dude, that makes you sound like $1 million.
Sounds good on a resume.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Looks good on a business card. Fucking all that shit. You know what I mean?
I might have to use that one.
Right? Dude, I've said that a couple times on the podcast. I hope people are catching on. Thanks to Charlie, Ellie, you know what I mean, for that. Appreciate it.
They're out of Oklahoma, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, great group of people, man. They're killing it right now. They got a couple shops going up, and man, he's got some great work. I love their stuff over there.
I've heard the name a couple of times.
Yeah, he's great. He's always at all the events for competitions. He tries to travel a lot for all these competitions. Such a nice, genuine guy. Like, he's just so cool, down to earth. I got to meet him at RapsCon. Did you end up going to RapsCon?
I did not.
Man, you missed a good time.
Yeah.
Missed a good time, but you did make it to SEMA, so I feel jealous for that.
You know, they're so close together. It's hard to make them both, especially when you're on the East Coast. It's
right.
flying to the other side of the world. And it's like, come on, man.
It sucks, dude.
Back
I
to
know.
back?
Yeah, it's either one or the other. It's a tough choice, man.
Yeah. I'm hearing some rumors that maybe next year, RapsCon is not going to be in California. So
maybe it'll be, Central.
Exactly.
That'd be nice.
That's what I'm hoping.
Save us a 6-hour long fucking flight, right?
That flight sucks.
Right? Dude, you get on the wrong plane. Listen, almost the flight doesn't bother me as much. It's the type of plane that you're in. Like the plane I took there was like, it was alright. It wasn't that bad. But dude, the plane I took back was like free Wi-Fi, all this other shit. I had TV screens in front of my seat. I'm like, whoa. Like, I took a completely different flight home. I'm like, how the hell did this happen, Sending emails.
And that makes all the difference.
Dude, I've never sent an email on, in the air like that. I'm like, holy shit. This is like next level shit. I have not been on a plane in probably like 8 years. And I'm terrified of planes. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a fucking baby when it comes to planes. Like, and for me to get back on one and go 6 hours to the other side of the earth there, you know what I mean? It's, lots of Dramamine and, some anxiety pills to get me through the times. Maybe a little nip to get those jitters out. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Couple shots of whiskey and everything's okay.
That's it, brother. That's it.
I know. Yeah, I took my first time to California was just recently.
Really?
And, normally I'm used to flying, Florida, South Carolina, Puerto Rico, where it's 3 hours, 4 hours. But this flight that I just took to California was 7 hours, 6.5 hours. And I'm like, man, this sucks.
Yeah, you can't power nap through that time.
No, you're sitting in this little seat. Your legs are crunched up. You got the guy next to you who's like snoring and falling asleep. Man, it was brutal. It was brutal. It was so bad the way there that on my flight back, I actually upgraded my seat to the more legroom.
There you go.
Just because I had to be comfortable. It was too much.
Are you a tall dude?
I'm not. I'm a little less than 6 feet.
Oh, there you go.
So
there you go. Not that bad. Yeah, dude. I don't get why they just don't make the seats like normal seats. Like, God, you get on a bus, you got more leg room in a fucking bus than you do on a plane. And you can fit way more people on a bus than you can on a plane. I've seen. You know what I mean? It's
all about money. I mean, my flight that I took over there, again, I'm used to, 3 hour, 4 hour flights. But my flight over there was like 2 windows next to the seat. There's 3 seats in the middle and 2 seats on the other side. I'm like, wow, this is out of a movie.
Right? It's
I'll never see a plane like this. Yeah, it's a lot of people that's packed into one plane.
Yeah, they're making money.
Maximizing their space.
Yeah, they ain't stupid.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't stupid. Have you ever seen the inside of, like first class?
Just when you walk through it.
Yeah, me too.
That's it.
Got those assholes looking up at you like, yeah, have fun. Your fucking knees in your mouth back there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Laying back in a fucking bed with a fucking nice warm blanket. Dude.
Yeah. I flew to Minneapolis one time, and on my way back from Minneapolis, I was on Delta. And Delta, first class, they had like these big, huge luxury diamond stitched leather seats that were reclined all the way back. They must have had like a 13-inch TV screen, power outlets, table next to them. I'm like, wow. I wonder how much that seat costs.
No shit, right? Like, you're paying arm and a leg, a few $100, They gotta be paying like double, triple. They get the fuck out of there, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ugh, but it's worth it. Fuck, if you got the dough to spend, to burn.
On a 7-hour flight, absolutely. But
yeah.
on a 3-hour flight, no way.
No, that's not worth it.
No way.
I could fucking sleep through that. That's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you time it right. If you time it right, dude, you'll be alright.
That's how I think.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
That's how I think.
How was SEMA, by the way, dude? Was that your first time going?
It was my second time going.
Yeah, what'd you think of it this time?
Second time was definitely better than the first. It is the largest car show that you can ever go to. It is, you can't see it all.
Right.
You can't see it all. I was there the entire week, and even this year and last year was my first year, and I walked all day long, constantly trying to see everything. And you just can't. You can't. You leave there and you're looking at pictures and you're like, man, I didn't see that car. I didn't see that booth. But here it is, you're walking the show and you think you covered every square inch of the building, and it just, there's no way, man.
That's crazy.
There's no way.
Do they have like a GPS thing you can track, and it can keep track of fucking where you go in there?
It doesn't keep track of where you go, but there's a map that, digital map that you can use and follow around while you're inside.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's really the only way. This time when I went, I actually figured out what booths I wanted to go to, where I needed to be, certain events that were happening at certain times. And I kind of made myself a schedule and stuck to it. That way I focused on just what I was there for. Last year when I went, I looked at everything. I mean, I was looking at tires and rims and, nonsense that doesn't pertain to my industry or to me at all. And it wastes too much time. It's not worth it. Last year I must have walked probably 10 miles, 15 miles a day.
Damn. Hope you had good shoes on.
Oh man. Oh, shoes are everything.
Right? Oh my God.
Shoes are everything.
Couple fucking Advils at the end of the night.
Oh yeah. I told you, a couple shots of whiskey, man, fixes it all.
Oh man. So what did you do differently this year? What was your main focus on looking at, the show in a different light?
Last year when I went, I was employed by another company. So when I went, I was with the owner of the other company, and it was I was on his schedule. I was on his clock. I did whatever he wanted to do. And he's an old school guy, great guy, but he's old school. He likes, he hasn't been there in 10 years. And he's like, oh, I have to check this out and check that out. I'm like, dude, man, we're not ever bringing that into our shop. Like, why are you bothering? It doesn't make sense. But I was there with him. I was on his clock. So we walked around and we looked at everything. Wow. Everything. I mean, we were looking at paint booths and powder coating, and there's no way. There's no space in our shop for that. So this year, being employed by myself, I was able to focus on just the vinyl side of things and really enjoyed it a lot more.
What did you think about like the industry and how it's kind of evolved and grew so much at SEMA?
Well, again, last year when I went, I was there with the old company, and, he was an old time guy. He was there 10 years ago or so. And when he was there was nothing vinyl. Everything was just paint.
Right.
So it was shocking to walk the floor with him and him being able to tell me, all of the changes and different things that he was noticing from the time lapse of him going.
Wow.
So yeah, it's amazing, man. Vinyl has an ultimate potential. It hasn't reached its climax yet at all.
No, agreed. Yeah, I think it's still got a little ways to go to, trickle into different things and do more with. I mean, it's still so new, and we're starting to like really implement it into different avenues. We talked a little bit offline here with the architectural side of things and how that just still isn't even blooming. I mean, it's there, but it still hasn't bloomed yet. And, that is like, I think that's going to be the hottest topic for the next year or two, and see like what people do with that, the Dinox and stuff. Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, in the old times, all our houses used to be wallpaper.
Right.
Everything was wallpaper. Nothing was ever painted. Everything was wallpaper. I mean, they were ugly as hell, but everything was wallpaper. Right. Now, with the technology and the colors and the textures and the things that we can do now, we haven't even broken into that market yet.
Right.
It hasn't even come to that. We're still evolving from the sign painters into the vinyl, and we haven't broken through to the industrial stuff yet.
Right. Agreed, dude. Yeah, the car thing is just scratching the surface a little bit on that.
Scratching the surface. That's right.
Yeah. It's insane. That's cool. So you had a good time then?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I was one of the lucky ones that got to stay at the house with Shane from Gecko Reps.
Oh my God. How was that, man?
That alone is an experience within itself, man. This guy has a beautiful house, beautiful family. They welcomed us in like it was our own. And not only that, but you're staying in a house with, 20, 30 guys from the industry. You wake up in the morning, you're having breakfast with somebody you've never met before, but you have everything in common.
Right.
So that was a great opportunity. That's what these shows are about. The shows are about networking. So to be able to be in that house, in that environment where somebody is relaxed, be able to communicate about the industry, it's priceless.
Yeah. And you get that time to sit, when you're at a show, it's usually hectic. People are running from one end to the other or got a regiment to kind of stick by, and it's kind of hard to pull them away from that and just have a 3 to 5 minute conversation with them. You know what I mean? It's tough. And to have that there, dude, that must have been just amazing.
It's priceless. Priceless.
That's great.
Gotta reserve my room for next year already.
He's already like, yeah, everyone's already RSVPing for next year. It's crazy. He's gonna have double what he had this year, he said.
I don't know how he's gonna do that, man. His house was packed. There's 3 RVs in the driveway. There's people in every room. It was nice.
That's definitely nice. And it saves the burden of, looking for a place and trying to get the best deal. You go there, throw them a couple bucks, you fucking got somewhere to sleep. Cause at the end of the day, that's basically all you're doing. Sleep.
I don't know. You ever watch those shows on TV that are like backyard pools or backyard oasis and things like that?
Yeah.
That's what his backyard looks like to me.
I've seen pictures.
He's got like rock walls and palm trees and waterfalls. And I'm like, dude, man, they don't have that in New York.
No. Fucking kidding me?
At least not where I'm at.
You see the only fucking tree you're gonna see is I'm not a fucking tree guy, but there's shitty trees here. All right? We ain't seen any fucking palm trees, any coconuts.
No. Not for us.
No. Fuck, dude. We're on the wrong side of the fucking earth. It's a problem.
Yeah.
What do you feel? How do you feel about that snow coming this weekend?
I think that once you live here a certain amount of time, you're just kind of built for it. You're prepared already. It's second nature, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you're wrapping a car and you drop your blade or you drop the material or drop your squeegee or you forget your torch at home or whatever it is. You always know how to work around that. Snow's coming. It's the same thing, man. All right. So what? Fire up the snowblower, put the plow on, make sure the gas has got for the generator.
Then get on with your day.
That's it. Keep going.
That's it. Oh man, don't you hate it? Like, I know you're in New York and it's always trafficy and shit there, no matter what. But like, don't you hate it when people are just like extra assholes when it snows? It's like they all forget. Like, it's like, hey guys, this happens every fucking year. Let's go. Like,
yeah, nobody knows how to drive.
No, it's like they all got amnesia or something. Like, oh my God. Oh, we're fishtailing. Fuck. You get 20 accidents on the way to work. It's like, why? Why?
The best thing is that if you ever go to the store in a snowstorm or before the snowstorm, there's no milk, there's no eggs, there's no cheese, there's no bread. The shelves are empty.
Dude, it's crazy.
But half of the people don't have a way to keep that food any good if the power goes out. So what the hell are you buying it all for?
Oh my God. I got my beautiful fiance today. She's going food shopping today to alleviate the stress tomorrow and the Saturday before the snowstorm comes. So, honey, if you listen to this, I love you. Thank you.
I beat her to it. I did it yesterday.
Oh, there you go. See, that's the way you gotta be, man. You gotta be prepared sooner than fucking the day of.
That's it, man.
You're waiting in line in the supermarkets. They're 20 deep. You got people fucking fighting for spaces. It's like, guys, what the fuck? You got fucking all week to do this shit. Why you wait till the last minute?
That's what the world is.
Fucking human
Everything
nature.
Is last minute. Nobody can plan anything.
Fucking human nature, dude. Why? Hasn't nobody fucking understood? Like, there's more hours in the fucking day? Why do you, oh my God, it's fucking drizzling outside, honey. We gotta go food shopping right now.
Right now.
Right now. Yeah. And then by the time you leave, it's a fucking blizzard and you're fucking yelling at each other. We should have fucking won the beginning of the week. Blah, blah, blah. It's fucking poor planning. Oh my God. I can rant about that all day long, dude, cause my commute sucks. It's always like 45 minutes. And like, I gotta wake up early. I know the snow's coming. I gotta wake up early and like, you know, be proactive and know that the snow's coming and, you know, get there a little early or at least accommodate, 15, 20 minutes earlier to leave the house so I can get there on time. These fucking people are all assholes. It's like they're late. They're like an hour late already, weaving in and out of fucking lanes while it's blizzarding. Like, what the where do you have to go driving like an asshole in a fucking snowstorm that you're like, you know, putting everybody's life at danger? Why? You know?
Because they can't plan.
Oh, dude. Fuck. It drives me nuts.
Plan for the worst and hope for the best.
That's it. That's
how it works.
Dude, that's your dream as a fucking mobile installer?
Oh yeah.
That is that's your MO.
I live by that.
You have to.
It's not easy. It's not easy. You know, it's not easy, man.
Being in the industry alone is tough. Having a brick and mortar is tough. I almost feel like being a mobile installer, dude, where you don't have that overhead and all that nonsense to come with it. I think you almost have it worse. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
It has its pros and its cons. So I kind of structured my business a little differently than most people do.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start from the beginning. I worked for a company in the past, which is where I actually started into the vinyl industry, which was a car wash and a power sports dealer. 2 businesses under one roof. They did 1,000,001 things under this one roof. They were approached by a company within the county that was closing down, but they offered vinyl, paint protection, and window tinting.
Mm-hmm.
So they came in and they spoke to my boss and they said, hey, you know, we're closing our doors, but we have clientele. Can we operate out of your business and work out a percentage? So, of course, you know, when you're a business mind and you're all about money, that's what you do. I said, okay, no problem. I cut a hole in the side of the building, put in an 8-foot door, cleaned out the showroom, set it all up for vinyl, paint protection, and tinting. We get into the business 4 months, 5 months or so. Things are great, man. We're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the guy that came in to do the job ends up having some personal issues and he had to leave.
Oof.
So now we're out thousands of dollars. And I say we because I was so invested in this company. I worked for them for 6 years.
Wow.
I started out just doing sales, and just migrated into basically a general manager and ran everything under the building for both sides of the business.
What year was this that you started?
Had to be maybe 2006, maybe.
Wow.
7. Yeah, it was a while. I was there for quite some time.
Wow.
So after we got left, you know, all of this investment out, again, being business minded, I went to the boss and I said, hey, well, you know, we spent all this money. How about you send me to school or teach me some things and I'll take it over until we can find somebody else to fill the spot. He said, sure, let's go for it. So I had picked up a little tips and tricks over the times, you know, working with the other guy, trying to figure everything out because as a manager, you want to make sure that things are done correctly.
Right.
So when they weren't done right, I would ask, you know, why did you cut this corner this way? Or why is there a space here? Why is there a seam here? And try to pick up all of those things. I ended up going to take the class with Elite Rappers, Metro Restyling.
Yeah, yeah.
Phenomenal class. I recommend it to anybody that's just starting out. It's great.
Which teacher did you have? Did you have Tate?
I had Tate.
Nice.
So I took the class with Marcos over at Rap Specialties in New Jersey.
Yeah. You guys are neighbors right there.
Yeah, he's not far. I was at his shop 2 days ago.
Nice.
So yeah, James Tate came up from Florida, and he was teaching a class, and we were at Marco's building, so I had the both of those guys there. During that time, Neil, Mr. ND Vinyls from Brooklyn, came over. So he's not too far away either. So I had the three of these guys in one class. Just I'm absorbing everything I can possibly get out of them.
Yeah,
it was cool, man. It was cool. That's where I all started. Wow. So I left from there, and I went back to the shop, and I just kind of was doing a little here and a little there. You know, the bullshit that you get.
Yeah.
Roofs and the spoilers and the interior pieces and hoods. And it was just cool. But I was also invited into the Rap Society at that time. So I was seeing all the other things that could be done. And I just wasn't doing enough, man. So I was sitting down with the boss all the time. We're talking, trying to figure things out, telling him, you know, we got to do more, showing him all these things, which is one of the reasons that we went to SEMA. Things didn't work out in my favor. He and I just decided to part ways for the better of business. And that's how I became mobile.
Wow. And what year did you start doing everything mobile?
I'm just shy of a year on my own now.
Good for you,
so
man.
About February of 18.
That's the hardest time, is that first initial year. Getting over those hurdles. It's
been tough, man. It's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough that I've stayed pretty busy. I've reached out to a lot of people and had the opportunity to meet a lot of people within the industry that have been helping me out through the process.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been lucky, man. I've just been lucky.
What do you think's the hardest part from when you said goodbye to your, lack of a better word, your 9 to 5, your security blanket, your, you know, guaranteed money on Friday job, to now, you know, going and being like, hey, you know, I'm just going to do it by myself and work it out. What do you think the biggest hurdle was that you had to jump over going?
The biggest hurdle is making that decision. You're stuck in this 9 to 5, and it's a security blanket. It's nice. It's easy, but you're not really happy. You're not putting your talents to use. You feel like you're being wasted. So once you make that commitment and you make that change, you're forced into a corner. Most people, when they're forced into a corner, they come out harder and do more than they possibly could have with that blanket.
I agree. I think it's making that decision. Absolutely. Just making that decision to just climb that wall. You know what I mean? Like, just not be afraid. Don't look back. Look at everything as an opportunity and a lesson. I mean, that's the hardest thing. When you get knocked down and kicked, you know what I mean? Like, you had a fucking bad day, or you fucking bombed this week, or what, like, you cannot stay down when those times are tough. You're never gonna fucking make it.
You can't. You have to, I mean, there's been times now where I go days, sometimes even weeks, with no work. I have nothing coming in. Phone's not ringing. Social media is not buzzing. There's nothing happening. You know, those are the times you're like, damn, man, did I really make the right decision? Is this what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Did I just mess up? You know, most of us are not single and 19 years old and living with mom and dad where we don't have anything to worry about.
Right.
You know, I got a wife and kids at home. I got a mortgage and car payments. You know, I got responsibilities that I have to maintain.
Yep.
So it's really tough, man, but you have to take those downs and figure out a way to make those positive. So if you ever see me on social media, or if you see something changing within my website, it's only because I don't have a car to do. It's only because I don't have a wall to do. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I take advantage of those times, and that's the time that I use for marketing.
Hell yeah, dude. You cannot
Can't waste it.
Yeah.
I can't waste it.
Hey, I got a day off. I'm going to fucking stay in and watch Netflix. Fucking no. No way. Wouldn't be caught doing that shit. I'm on fucking the computer, researching people to email, cold calling,
Cold calling. That's right.
Fuck, dude. I just said it on my last episode, dude. I used to, in my beginning stages, bro, I would sit in the corner of a Home Depot parking lot at 6:00 in the morning waiting for all those fucking contractors with no lettering on their trucks come by, park their car, run over to their truck, leave a card on the window, fucking walk back to my car, freezing cold, grab myself a fucking Dunkin' Donuts, and just sit there and just drop cards all day long, like all morning, dude. Just fucking boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
And just wait for the phone to ring. Hope to God I get one call today. Let me make $400 today, please. You know, I gotta eat, you know? And dude, and it never failed. Something always came along. Whether it was like 5 o'clock at the end of the day, I got a fucking ring, or dude, it always happened. But you gotta put that out there. If you don't do nothing, you get nothing back.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
You can't.
You can only get back what you put in.
Yeah, dude. Even if it's just a little bit. Just put out a little bit, dude. Like, something will trickle in. Give it time, too. I mean, starting a business is like probably the hardest thing to do. You know what I mean? Making that decision, starting it. But, you get into a shop, you put that sign up, first day, that door isn't going to be swinging open like a revolving door. Like, people are going to be like, oh my God, the sign guy's here. Great. Let's go. Everybody in. You know what I mean? That shit don't happen. That's only in the movies.
That's not how it happens. No. And that's, getting back to where I started. That's the reason that I structured my business the way I structured it. A lot of people that are listening to this podcast are going to disagree and think that I'm fucking crazy for doing it the way that I'm doing it. But for me, so far, it's been working.
Dude, if you want to share, I'm all ears, man.
So what I did was, as I'm watching this industry for the couple months that I'm in it and I'm learning and I'm working for this other company, I'm trying to figure out what is the need within the industry. And the one thing that I hear everybody complain about is they can't find a reliable installer. Mm. Nobody ever has a reliable installer.
Reliable in what sense? Like just won't show up, or just always busy and just can never fucking come over? Or like, what do you mean?
All of the above. They can't find somebody that when they give them a 9 to 5, they don't show up. Mm. Or they send them to do a job and the job is a hack job and they don't care. They're trying to sell the job to their customer. It's never right. Mm. So I think to try to tell myself that I'm filling that void. So I offer the service to all of the local shops, whether you're a vinyl shop, a sign shop, a detail shop, a tint shop. I don't care what kind of shop you are. If you have a customer base that requires the needs of sticker service, we'll call it sticker service, mm-hmm. I will come and work for you. Outside contractor, you sell the job, I do the job, I give you a percentage because it's your customer.
Right.
And it's worked out. A lot of sign shops or a lot of vinyl shops are really loving it because they don't have to keep me on a payroll. It keeps their overhead costs down low.
Yes.
But they still have somebody that's reliable, somebody that's good, and they don't have to worry about me stealing their customer. I don't have a location.
Right.
I have no garage to even do any of the services in. I don't own a printer. I don't own a plotter. That's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in just installing.
No. It gets weird when the installers get into printing or, using wholesale printers to get their own work done. It's like, dude, I thought, now you're competition. I can't use you here because it's just weird. Like, it's like getting back together with an old girlfriend. It just ain't gonna fucking happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Just sorry. Oh, yeah. If you're an installer and you're a mobile installer, you're a mobile installer. But as soon as that title changes, you might lose a couple people because of it.
It becomes an issue, yeah. And that's why I try to, during my conversations with these shops, I tell them that. I have no interest in ever opening a location. Mm-hmm. I went on my own for the sense of the freedom. Not just to make $1 million, but I did it for the sense of the freedom. To be able to spend the time with my family, to be able to make my own schedule and not stuck in. You know how it is when you're working for somebody else. And the phone rings and it's your kid at school and they're sick and you got to go home. It sucks. You got to go to the boss like, hey, my kid's sick. Can I leave early today?
Yeah.
The hell with all of that. I don't have to deal with none of that.
Right.
I can schedule those things on my own.
Unless you got the perfect scenario. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some people get it. Some people get it, dude. Like the shop that I work at, dude, I could literally walk in there and be like, yeah, my kid's sick. I gotta go. And he'd be like, okay, great. Tell me what you were last doing. We'll pick up the pieces. Go do what you gotta do. You know, and it's, dude, and it's literally 1 in a million. Like, you don't get that everywhere, but just know that if something was to happen and I could pick up and go, like, that is like, it's gold.
It's rare.
Yes.
It's very rare. And you know what though? Even when you do find it, how many times you think you can do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're not able to take the vacations and schedule things like you want to.
Right.
You know, if I plan to go out on a Thursday night, you know, I say, okay, I'm going to make my Friday schedule is not going to start at 8:00 in the morning. It's going to start at 10:00.
Yeah. It's going to be a light day today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can schedule that and plan that accordingly based off of what I feel.
Right. Right. Absolutely, dude. The freedom is worth way more than a paycheck. You know, as fucking weird as that sounds. It's just, growing up, especially when you have kids, dude, your kids are only going to be kids for so long. You miss that time, you don't get that shit back.
My first month on my own was the best month that I've had in probably 10 years. My first month that I left the other employment, I made 3 times, if not 4 times, my salary that I would have made at the other shop.
And you probably worked less harder.
Absolutely.
To get it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I worked probably a quarter of the hours that I would have worked at the other shop.
Yeah.
But not only that, I was able to attend an event at my son's school that I would have never been able to attend before.
Mm.
And that alone was priceless to me.
Yeah. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
You know, to be a part of those things, you know how it is. When you're working so much, you miss all of these events, and it's kind of like, damn, you're 11 years old already?
Yeah.
You were just 4 yesterday.
Yep. Yep.
So to be able to enjoy that, man, is everything.
It's a fucking tough pill to swallow, dude. And it's almost like the rap industry, when you start, it consumes you because it's kind of like, you know, feeding another baby. You know, you gotta put it in, you know, put in so much into it to grow it, and you're looking at the future, and you're looking at, okay, later on I'm going to have more time. But by the time you figure that out, you're fucking 6 or 8 years into it. And where did the time go? You know, you lose it.
I try not to do those crazy hours. It's not worth it, man.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know, we've all worked those 2 a.m., 3 a.m., crazy deadlines. Customer comes to the door, 5 o'clock on a Friday, and they're like, yeah, I need this done by yesterday. It's like, what? It's snowing outside. It's 20 degrees. I don't have the material. How do you expect that to happen?
Right.
But you figure out a way to make it work, and you do. You know, but your family suffers because of that. So I try to avoid those things and just schedule them the best I can. You know, I tell my wife all the time, you know, if I'm going to go and I'm going to work these next week or 2 weeks away, but when I come back, I'm not going to work for a week. I'm going to spend nothing but time with you and the kids.
Yeah.
And you got to make up for it.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, because if you keep on running that mock, it's just nothing good ever comes out at the end.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, we've talked about it quite a bit, you know, family time and, you know, people losing their business because it's like, hey, you're fucking never home. You know, I need someone here, and it's time to move on. People have gotten divorced and split up and gone their separate ways because of it. And it sucks, dude. It sucks.
I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I have 8 loyal contracts right now with local shops that are constantly feeding me work. And I tell them, hey, look, your customer comes to the door, you sell a job, I'm giving you the percentage, but I want you to pick 2 days that works best for your customer.
Yeah.
Or you know, 2 weeks, depending on how large the job is, whatever.
Mm.
And out of those 2 times slots that you give me, I pick one that works best for my schedule.
It's a good buffer.
It's a good buffer, but not only that, not only do I mark them down and tell them, okay, you know, January 20th is good for the customer, but the other date too that was good for them was February 3rd.
Mm.
So if I call and I need to reschedule them, I know what day already works for them.
So you got to back up.
I got a backup already lined up, already set.
Genius.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. And now, is most of your jobs a lot of like restyling, or do you mess with a lot of more commercial stuff?
I do a fair share of everything.
Yeah.
This past month, I've done more frosted glass than I would like to ever do in my lifetime.
Would you get a whole fucking building?
A whole building.
Really? I was just kidding.
Yeah, a whole office building.
Jeez.
Yeah, they revamped the entire thing, and it's like everything in there is glass.
Wow.
They took down all the damn walls and made everything glass. Doors are all glass. Office cubicles are glass. So I literally frosted everything.
Dude, that's like I would have to say you made a good amount of money on that. But that's a gold mine, I think. Get a job like that. You're inside. You're comfortable. You're out of the fucking weather.
Oh, yeah. It's nice, but it sucks, man. It sucks.
It's the same. You don't see any color other than frosted
That's
glass.
Right. There's no change, and it's like, oh, it's a clear glass. Oh, now it's frosted.
Yeah.
Clear glass. Now it's frosted.
Oh, wait, this one's dirty. I gotta clean it. All right.
Yeah,
on to the next.
Nope.
Damn.
Nothing else to it.
What did you use for material? What frosted glass material did you use?
They supplied it. It was a 3M material. I'm not sure.
Nice.
Which one it was. I know 3M has a couple different sparkles or glitter or frosted satin or whatever the hell it is.
No problem installing it. Went on nice, just adhesive, just lick it and stick it type of deal.
Yeah. It's, your soap portion plays a big part as long as you got that mixture down right.
Yep. So you did them all wet.
Oh yeah, it's all wet install.
Oh, all right.
All wet install.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no fucking dry shit. Nope.
No, we don't do that. No, it's all wet.
Oh fuck.
Oh, wet. I must have walked in with like 5-6 bottles full of solution just for the day.
Wow. What are you using? You using dish soap? You using baby soap?
I like the Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson. Window tint.
I like the Johnson.
Window tinted guys like the Johnson.
Johnson.
That's awesome.
I don't even use the Johnson & Johnson. I use the non-name brand from the local dollar store.
Yeah, why spend the extra fucking $3 on it? You know, for 99 cents. Soap is soap, dude.
It's the same thing.
Squeegeeing the shit out. It doesn't have to be fucking rocket science.
It's just a slip solution.
That's it. What are you using for tools? What'd you use for your install?
I use the cherry wing one.
Oh, the big dog? Like the 6-inch or the 8-inch one, 7-inch?
No, just the 4-inch one there. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking. Did they come in yellow, green?
It comes in yellow, green, and a red.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I use one of those. I like the red one, man. I've been stuck on this red one. I use it for every damn thing.
I got a yellow one when I was at RapsCon. Justin Pate gave it to me, so it's got a little bit of sentimental value for me. But dude, I've never, yeah, fucking fanboy.
You said it, not me.
I know you were thinking it. Oh shit!
Don't you delete that part out?
No. I'm fucking. It's on there. Don't worry about it. I've actually got it shadow boxed over here in front of me. No, it's in my pouch. I've been using it, man. It's been, dude. I'll rock that with the fucking banana buffer on it.
Yep.
Fucking great. Dude, I've never used one like that. I'm usually stuck on those, Geek Wrap ones or just like a Yellow Tools. But man, that thing's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice tool. Nice tool.
You ever, have you gone?
I don't like the yellow one. I use either the green one or the red one.
The yellow one's a little softer. You know what I mean? No?
The yellow one's like the mid-grade up. Yeah, it's the mid-grade.
It's not that bad for me.
I don't like it. I like it either to be real soft. The red one to me is like the Avery red. It's super soft.
Yeah.
And then I use the green one, but I only use the green when I do like pre-mass, flat surface things.
Right.
Stiff and firm, just kind of fly right through it. They're cheaper than anybody else's.
Right.
Throw a little buffer on the end and away you go.
Yeah, you get a lot of use out of it what are you using for buffers?
Depends on what I'm installing.
Yeah.
right now my go-to has been this gray buffer from Yellow Tools.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell it's called. Ernie's probably going to shoot me for it. But...
No, dude. No way. He can never shoot anybody down. They've got so much product, dude. There's no way you can keep track of what they got.
But it's great, man. I've got probably, when I did the buses in California 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever the hell it was, I was using this one. So I've got probably 30,000 square feet on this buffer.
Damn.
And it's still good.
Wow.
I did all of my frosted with it, everything.
Damn. I was going to say, man, I know I've said this numerous times and I'm not like, I don't get paid to say it, but dude, and it's funny, today I even told one of the installers about this, the bill collector. The bill collector, squeegee.
Amazing.
Dude. Fuck. Amazing. Dude, they were ripping through box trucks today and he's got like a fucking, one of those like almost Oracle orange squeegees with the shitty buffer on it. He's fucking ripping through it, whatever. And I'm like, dude, get with the game, bro. I showed him a picture of it. He's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, dude, you guys fucking do this shit for a living. How do you not research tools to make your life better? Like the best thing in the world for him is the fucking Rolly Pro to get over the rivets. And I'm like, dude, you could have been done with this thing already.
Yeah.
You didn't think about using the, bill collector for the frosted glass? Not a good tool for that particular install, or?
I did make the attempt, but the pieces were only like 48 inches wide, 52 inches wide sometimes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't enough of a span to really, get in with the bill collector. The bill collector is a different kind of tool, man. It applies pressure differently. I needed to make sure I was getting all the water out.
Yeah.
So bill collector really wasn't working.
Yeah. Fucking great tool, dude. Like,
but it is amazing, man. I've done a ton of walls, and when I do walls, bill collector is the go-to, man.
Fly, dude. That's why they call it the bill collector. Fuck.
Oh, man.
You're ripping through square footage so fucking fast, you're getting that paycheck just as fucking quick. You know what I mean?
Just as quick. That's right. That's right.
Man.
Yeah, great tool. Not cheap, man, but hey, what tools are cheap?
Right. Cheap tools usually just, they break, they don't last as long. I'd rather pay top money for a fucking product and not have to worry about it for a couple months,
I think the cheapest thing in our industry is probably the propane that we use.
Yeah. And that's still like, what? 18?
Yeah. No, I paid $3 a can.
You get them refilled?
No, just right from Home Depot, man. $3 a can.
Damn, are they $3? It's been a long time since I bought one. Shit, dude.
I'm using the big tall blue cans though, not the little green ones.
Not the little, and tell me, dude, I see a lot of people, like I had some installers come in, dude, they're rocking the yellow ones. They say it's a little bit hotter, it's a little bit better, but I used to rock the blue ones. What the fuck's the difference? Do you know?
think the yellow one is a MAP gas. It's supposed to be hotter, I think.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah, fuck, it's not worth the extra couple bucks, I guess.
Exactly. The cost factor does not pan out, man. I just stick to the blue ones, $3 a can.
Done.
That's it, man.
I see the big fat ones, dude. I don't know. I can't. It's just the weight distribution on it. It just, you know what I mean? It's real bottom heavy. Especially when you're not putting it down for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I take the core end.
Yes. Burn it.
And I stick one of the blue propane canisters in there.
Yes.
So it makes like a little base.
Yes.
I can't do that with the green one.
No, dude. You can't find a base that wide.
No, it doesn't work, man.
No.
Propane's always falling over. Tips are twisting and bending. You gotta fiddle with the Allen key all the time.
Yeah. Dude, I got a propane. It fell and I've got like a fucking kink at the bottom of it. Probably not ideal, but I have one. And every time I put it down, it's like repetition. It's like I know it's there and every time I put it down, it fucking falls. Put it down, it falls. I'm like, I'm such an asshole. I gotta get a fucking bottom of a core and heat that sucker up and make a base for it because it's still fucking full. I just dropped it from like 2 feet or something. It just got that weird fucking curl at the bottom, dude. The thing will just not stand up.
Do you ever notice how easily these cans dent?
Dude, it's like fucking tinfoil.
Yeah.
It's
You would think
crazy.
that it's propane, that it would be a little thicker. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
Dude, you drop that thing from, your little 20-inch step ladder and it's got a dent in the side of it and it won't stand up anymore.
Dude, drives me nuts. It's like, hey, hello, little explosion. Fuck, man. But I don't think they'll explode on you in that way. I think they're made to just either leak out and then that's that, or I don't think they'll ever.
I don't think so either.
No, even though I've never looked at the label to even ask myself that question.
Do you normally read labels, Jeff?
Fuck no. You kidding me? The only thing I'm looking at is expiration dates. That's the extent. Like, how long is this shit gonna last? All right, we got a couple more weeks. We're fucking good, Ugh, that's the only thing I'm reading on anything. Expirations. Shit.
That's it.
So, we're already fucking close to an hour in. I haven't even asked you what you had going on this week for projects, dude, or even, given today's Thursday, like what you had going on last week.
Let me see here. Last week, this week I didn't really have much. This week I did a bunch of marketing and things like that. I went over and, checked out Marcos over at Rap Specialties, hung out with him for the day.
Nice.
Yeah, I like to get out, just hang out at the other shops every once in a while, just throw down a couple stickers here and there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Week before that, I did a bunch of frosted glass. Tons and tons of fucking frosted glass. Before that, I had a bunch of shuttle buses for a local hospital I did. One of the downsides of being with the business mind that I have is I don't get to post all of the jobs that I do.
Yeah.
They belong to somebody else, and that's 99% of my work is somebody else's. So I don't get to post it, but I got 1,000 pictures in my phone and a wonderful portfolio. But
you
I don't ever get to share them with the world. Right.
But you could share them with clients, if they're looking for
exactly
references and things of that nature. Yeah, that is a shitty part, man, of being an installer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you have you signed, agreements and stuff with them where you can't do that?
I haven't. They're just verbal agreements.
Yeah.
But I'm a man of my word.
Yeah.
We sit down and we make that agreement. I say, do you mind if I post it? And they say no. I say, okay.
No problem.
I won't post it. So I got 2 of them now that say, well, if you post, just tag us in the post.
Which is respectable. Absolutely.
Which is cool. Yeah, which is cool. But they usually beat me to the post, so they post it and they just tag me in it. That's it. I just leave it alone.
Yeah, you should repost it, man.
Yeah.
Take those and repost it. Why not? Build up that IG, build up that Facebook. I know you only got like 80 something posts, but you run your business like basically like, it's word of mouth. That's the only way you're really pushing it. You know what I mean? Or you're pushing it some other way and doing social media and just advertising the shit out of it, or going on forums, finding people that need installers in different locations. Cause you just got back from doing a bunch of a bunch of buses in California, right? Like a few weeks ago?
I did. Yeah. Right before Christmas.
Yeah. So it's like you rely on that and you find ways to find business, but it's like you can't even have a decent gallery on your fucking website.
See, the problem with that is, when you, like you said, if I'm talking to a business and I'm pushing my services to them, I have a huge portfolio that I can show them.
Right.
But when I'm talking to an end user, somebody that's driving down the street or goes to the car shows and wants to do his car or his house or whatever, he doesn't know the amount of stuff that I have because he's just looking at my social media.
Right.
So that's where it makes it tough. But if I push to the guy at the car show, I don't have a location to even do his car. So why bother even pushing a sale to him? I'd rather stick to the businesses and not deal with the end user.
Right. Now, how, like, I know you really rely on these, these 8 businesses right now to push the service, but how are they really like pushing it hard to get that in because they see value in it and they're making money?
Yes and no. Some of them are a little better than others because some are in the graphic industry. So they understand it a lot more. It's easier for them. They have a lot more customers that come through their door for it.
Right.
Versus the detail guy who is just kind of offering it as an extra.
Right.
But ultimately, you know what? If you have a storefront, you work in a commercial location.
Yeah.
You have 15 people or 20 customers that come through your door on a daily basis that are looking for services. If I maximize that and I have 8 shops now with 15 people in each location that are walking through that door, noticing my services that are available to them, I'm more likely to catch a sale.
Yeah, that's right. Didn't even think about that. Cause if they're fucking shopping around and it's local, mostly 9 out of 10 times, you're going to be the guy doing it. No matter what shop.
That's right.
Wow. So, okay. So you look at it that way. Okay. I see.
I had one of those phone calls a couple weeks ago. One of the shops called me and he's like, "Hey, I got a client with a yellow Dodge Challenger and wants to put black stripes on his car." And I'm like, "All right, it's going to cost this much money." He's like, "All right, cool. I'll let the customer know and I'll get back to you if he wants to do it." The day after that, I had another shop call me. I was like, "Hey, I got a customer who's got a yellow Challenger and wants to put black stripes on his car." I'm dying laughing inside. I'm like, it's the same fucking guy.
Yeah, obviously. He's fucking shopping around. Nothing wrong with that.
Ultimately, it's still me.
Right.
He got the same price from one shop he got from the other.
Right. So now he's in double trouble now. Like, who do you go with?
Yeah, but he doesn't know me. He doesn't know that I'm the person behind the scenes that's doing it.
Right.
He just knows the 2 other shops.
That is so funny.
It's cool. It's cool.
Man, when you can capitalize in that way, it's fucking genius.
It's been working so far, man. Fingers crossed, knocking on wood.
Yeah.
And whatever those superstitions you want to say.
But whatever religion you're fucking in, and
it don't matter.
It works. It works.
That's right.
That is so funny, dude. Yeah, to get that phone call. I mean, what do? You chuckle to yourself, say, "Yeah, it's gonna be this." Get off the phone, laugh your ass off, and
dying laughing.
Right?
Oh yeah.
But the market's there, dude. Like, it's strong. Like, people will do the due diligence and like get their 3 quotes, figure out who's who and what's what, and it's funny when you kind of see that end of it. You're like, oh wow, like this guy's doing research. He's finding people. He's going there. He's asking questions. And, ultimately you get that job, which is fucking great.
Yeah, well, I ended up not doing the stripes.
You got
he found
2
whammies.
Found
somebody cheaper.
Damn, he had to go, he found that 3rd one.
He found somebody cheaper.
Shit. Then you get that. You know what I mean? Then you wonder, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah, listen, when you want the industry to last, you have to know the value of the service that you provide.
Right.
I hate to say it. I don't know if there's any landscapers that listen to this, but that's what landscapers do. They cut throat and they lower prices and beat each other up and they diminish their market and kill it.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. You call me and I tell you it's $5,000 for that car. And you're like, oh, well, the guy down the street told me you can do it for 43. All right, well, go down the street to the guy for 43.
Right.
My price is my price. I'm not changing it. Landscapers do that shit all the time. They're like, oh yeah, Joe told me you can cut the grass for $40.
Right.
All right, I'll do it for 35.
Right. No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that game.
It's fucking cutthroat out there, man. I mean, you've been kind of in it for a while. You've been doing it for yourself, almost 12 months. And like, in your experience being semi new to the industry, being a business owner on that end, what's your intake on that? Do you see a lot of it? Do you get frustrated? Like, how do you deal with it?
It's a learning curve, man. You just have to surround yourself with positive people that have the answers that you don't have.
Mm.
I've put in some great connections with a lot of great people in the industry. And I know if I ever run into a problem, I could just pick up the phone and say, hey, how do I do this? Or, hey, what do you think about this? You know, I'm going through my first tax bracket right now, my first tax year.
Oh, did you incorporate?
I did incorporate.
You did. Good.
Yeah. When I first started, I spoke to an accountant and he's like, dude, man, just incorporate. It's probably more than what you need now, but in the long run, it's a better option.
Absolutely, dude.
So I did incorporate, and I just, you know, I set myself up. The first year I didn't have any QuickBooks or anything like that. I was just doing old school paper invoices.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't too bad. You know, I wasn't doing too much business. And this year for 19, now I'm set up with QuickBooks and trying to figure out all the taxes and being able to maximize profit.
Yeah. Yeah. Put everything in your phone, tablet, computer. Yep. Always have that with you. You're able to fucking seal a deal right then and there. Oh, I can only got a credit card. Oh, no problem. Let me put my Square card in my phone. You can swipe it right here. Done.
I'll take that right now. That's right.
Yeah. I'll get hit with the 1.75 to get paid right now.
Absolutely.
All day.
Absolutely. I'll take that little charge.
Yeah. Why not? Yep. It's the charge it's the charge you do doing business. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's one of the challenges, you know, that's one of the things that people don't talk about is the financial side, the business side.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about it, dude. Let's get it out of the way.
There's a million people that you can call and ask them, you know, what's the best gloss black or who's got the best warranty. But who do you call when you're like, you know, fucking IRS just told me I owe them 10 grand. How do I fix this?
You fucking call every favor to get that fucking nightmare off your fucking shoulders.
You know, what do you do? And I was sitting back and I was looking at, you know, do I want to do an LLC? Do I want to do incorporated? Do I want to do a DBA? I'm trying to figure out all these things. And I'm like, who the hell do I call? I don't even know what none of this means.
DBA is great if you want to stay small. Almost like a, what do they call it? If you don't become a full grown business in 5 years, they title you as a hobbyist. It's a hobby.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a hobby. You're not really you're making money, but you're not making money. They figure this is more like a hobby thing. As soon as you break 25 grand, that's when they fucking self-employment tax right up your ass.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, and that percentage is so ridiculously high. Like crazy. Like,
yeah, that's what my accountant told me.
Yeah, dude.
That's exactly what he told me.
It will creep up on you, dude. Dude, I had it happen to me. I had to sit there and eat 12 grand.
Oh.
Eat 12 grand at the end of the year. And I'm like, okay, I pay you for what? To guide me to the wrong direction? Yeah. Needless to say, I didn't use him the following year.
Yeah, that's it. You're fired.
Yeah, dude. Like, how can you stare me in like, okay, I didn't make crazy money, but I made over 25 grand. You know what I mean? And I cleared it. And soon as you get over that bracket, it's like, boom, self-employment tax. Here you go, sir. It's like, what do you do? Yeah. I mean, luckily enough, I got to save a little bit. I had some great jobs coming in. I didn't make any money for a couple months because I had to get that off my back with a couple payments.
Yeah, because you got to figure out all that out.
You get charged interest,
social security taxes.
Yeah, dude.
Your regular state tax, you got county tax,
liability. That fucking bill at the end of the year. Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff that nobody talks about. That's the stuff that we got to figure out.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
The hardest part of being in business right now. That is my biggest challenge.
You literally have to write every part of whatever you do for that entire year and document it. Like, you buy new clothes, it's fucking work clothes. You buy new sneakers, they're fucking work sneakers. Dude, you have to. Like, if you make over 50, 60, 100 grand, you have to write off everything, dude. Why not? Because you can.
Fuck yeah.
Why not?
Fuck yeah.
You gas every time. Put that shit on a card. Get that statement in every month. Go buy a gas card. You know what I mean? Yep. You use that car. I think they could say you could use the car up to like 60% or something like that. If you use it for your business and for personal, you can write it off up until a certain amount. And, you can write that off. You can write off your payments if you still owe money on it, but you want to flip it after 3 to 5 years, because then it depreciates and then you can't write it off anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But those are the things though. You have to know how much you can write off, what things you can and what things you can't.
Right. If you got a good tax guy, he'll tell you.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty lucky right now. He's been guiding me pretty well. I think he told me I can write off something like 10,000 in your first year.
Yeah. Why not?
And I'm like, oh, great. 10 grand to write off in the first year. I'm going to win.
Right.
Fucking start going through my credit card statements for the year. Tallied it up. I got the Discover card, and Discover breaks everything down.
Right.
I charged $5,000 in gas.
Wow.
In 2018.
It's a lot of driving, dude.
$5,000 in gasoline. I'm like, dude, I'm halfway to my mark already just with gas.
Right.
That doesn't count any of my airfare, my food, my clothing, my tools.
Right. Yeah, food, dude. Food. Yeah. Lunch? Business lunch.
I'm pushing 20 grand easy for the first year.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you don't want to be greedy. You don't want to throw any red flags out there, but
no. You don't want to do that.
You can write off a lot. You can definitely write off a lot. I mean, you can't go to like fucking Capital Grill once a month, take your wife out and be like, yeah, it's a fucking business expense. They're going to be like, whoa, this guy eats a lot of fucking steak. Something wrong here. You know what I mean? Too much filet, Yeah,
my accountant told me to make sure that when you do things like that if they're local, that they're not done often.
Right.
Or if you go outside of your regular county, then it doesn't really make much of a difference because it's travel, it's business expense.
Right.
You weren't within a certain distance of your home or your shop location to be able to provide food.
Right. Yeah. They look at the receipt. It's like a fucking 7:00 reservation.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking taking his wife out, writing it off. Nope. Denied.
Try to keep track of all that. I started out with a DBA. That's where I first filed.
A lot of people do. It's the most common thing to do as a, first time business owner. It's the easiest thing to do. You go to fucking town hall, you tell them you get a bank account,
pay $20.
Yeah. You go get a fucking, a mailbox at the post office, cause you have to have a separate mailbox than your residence. You pay fucking $5 a month, $10 a month for a small one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then you got a business. And one day you could run all those errands in a morning with coffee and not even be done with your coffee and you already have a business set up.
But the one thing that they neglect to tell you is that with a DBA, you cannot acquire insurance.
I didn't know that.
I could not find insurance with just a DBA. Everybody looked at me and they're like, oh, you're not actually a business.
Really?
You're not actually a business. You are just a person that is operating as a business name. So we can't give you insurance.
You couldn't get coverage for anything.
Nothing, man.
Wow. I'm very surprised with that. I'd have to ask my insurance agent on that. I had, safety insurance, which you can get a lot of your insurance through your automotive insurance, client or person you deal with. They usually can write it off and send it out to bid. It might not, it could be your agent, but it could be a different person that picks you up. I'd have to see that, but that's interesting. That's good fucking food for thought right there.
Yeah, that's what I was told. I was trying for the life of me because I went out, I filed a DPA and I started doing business and I was promoting to the companies and I had a shop that was like, hey, yeah, look, I'll bring you in and give you a trial. No problem. He's like, but you have to have insurance.
Yeah. What's your certificate?
And I'm like, oh, all right. It's no problem. I'll call an insurance guy and get some insurance. No big deal. How bad could it be?
Right. It's like fucking getting insurance for your car. Boom. Write it up.
No way. I called and they're like, yeah, we can't even give you insurance.
That's funny.
Crazy.
So you had to bite the bullet, pay the $500 and get incorporated.
Yeah. So I went incorporated. And even after I got incorporated, I was calling around the insurance companies and they're like, yeah, it's going to be, like $1,000 a month. I'm like, what?
$1,000 a month?
How the hell am I going to afford $1,000 a month? I'm a small business.
No way. They're writing you up on a different policy.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. So finally, my cousin owns a mechanic shop, was like, hey, look, just call my agent. I called up his agent. She was like, yeah, let me figure this out. I'll put you in a couple things. Figured it out. I'm fucking $2 million in insurance right now. No problem.
Yeah. And it's what? Under $2,000 for the year, right?
Less than that. I pay like $110 a month for insurance.
Yeah. That's the way it should be. That's exactly what it is. So you actually technically you have $1 million contract, but they buffer it up to $2 million, right? It's not a $2 million policy, but I know a lot of them do that. They give you the 1 mil or the million, but they also give you a buffer up to 2 million if you need it. But you're not paying any extra for that.
No, so it's actually a $2 million policy, but it's $2 million per year.
Right.
And then $1 million per occurrence or per aggregate, I think they call it.
Aggregate. Okay, we're getting fucking.
Yeah, real technical, but these are the things I'm like Googling words. I'm like, what the hell does this mean?
No shit, right? I'm too stupid for this.
Out,
yeah,
right?
Fucking Google. What's this shit fucking
so,
talking about?
I got insurance now. I can drive the Lamborghini down the street. I'm covered if I get into a fender bender, if I fucking wrap it around a tree because I was being an asshole. As long as it's under $1 million, I'm good.
Yeah. But you can't be in a McLaren and do that. That's fucking, dude, I was looking at fucking McLarens today. Fucking a used one. 2016, a P. Dude, 1.99. Come on, dude. What? Fucking seriously? On a used car? 110 miles on it. Tell me that guy didn't just drive it to go get gas and bring it back to the garage every fucking day.
Listen, I'm a motor guy and I kind of understand that a little bit. I think that's the worst thing you can have is a car that wasn't driven.
Right, dude. What is the point of having a beautiful fucking car and you don't even get to enjoy the thing out in public?
You know what that's about? That's just saying, my balls are bigger than yours.
Yeah, swinging dick contest right there.
That's it.
It's just fucking open up the garage, let your neighbors see it. Say, you might as well be out there fucking naked. Hey!
That's it.
What's up, neighbors? You and your fucking minivan across the street. Look at my fucking garage, dude. Like, what? Yeah. Come on.
That's the guy that's got that 40-foot yacht sitting in his driveway but doesn't even have a fucking truck to tow it.
Yeah, Fuck, dude.
What the fuck are you doing, man? Come on.
Oh, that's straight up asshole right there. No, he's got an asshole from the fucking yacht club coming to come get it. That's that fucking.
If he's lucky enough, but then again, those guys don't park it at their house. They're parked at the yacht. It's all I'm bigger and better than you are.
Fuck, man. I wish I had money to burn like that. I talk about this a lot. Like, if you were to win the lottery, would you take it? Like, would you take, like, if you win the lottery, like, whatever the lottery's at right now, let's just say fucking $4 million, okay? And your fucking numbers up getting called. You're like, oh, motherfucker, holy shit, fucking Powerball's coming. Boom! You got it. 4 million. Okay. You're not thinking about the consequences in fucking 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. You're just thinking, fuck, I just won $4 million. My life's gonna change. Would you take the $4 million and fucking live your life knowing the bullshit you're gonna get? You know what I mean? The creepers coming, people you haven't fucking talked to in fucking 10 years coming. Hey, how you doing, fucking Shawn? You doing well? I heard you fucking, you might as well not even fucking, like, come to me like that shit. Just fucking tell me how much you want. You know what I mean? Don't be an asshole. Don't try to smooge me. You're not buying me fucking dinner. I'm buying you dinner. How much do you want? You know what I mean? Living that fucking life every day for the rest of your life. Would you rather have that over what you have now? Just simple life, got a nice wife, kids, decent home, fucking you're underneath the radar, Like what like I had this fucking like intimate conversation with my boss and a couple employees, dude. Like we're all talking about like, okay, what's the repercussions of that? What would you take?
Money isn't everything. Money is definitely, it can't buy you happiness.
No.
But it's a damn good down payment.
It buys you loneliness is what it buys you, dude.
It's a damn good down payment to happiness.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Me personally, man, I'd almost swing the other way and be like, fuck it.
You know, I think the better question is this. If you won that 4 million or 10 million or fuck it, 100 million, would you stop working or would you keep working?
I'd fucking keep working.
So would I. I think that's the better question.
Absolutely, I keep working just to keep myself fucking sane.
Exactly.
What do? Dude, you are so fucking lonely. You don't know who wants to be your real friends. You'd have to fucking move away and make new friends and hope to God they don't fucking find out you won all that money. Cause then shit just gets weird. You know, you don't know if people are using you or fucking like you for you or like, you can't flaunt your shit out. You can't go out and buy fucking, you know, $100,000 cars and fucking, like you can't do that. Like, cause it's not real. You know what I mean? You can live on the fucking you can't spend the interest money alone in a day that you make off your fucking bank account. You know what I mean? Like, to live that life, know that you don't have to worry about shit. What do you do? Like,
well, you can flip that and turn it back to the industry.
You could.
There's a lot of people that are in the industry right now that are making a shit ton of money, but they're stressed and they have no happiness.
Go figure.
If they would just cut out some of this work and told customers, no, I can't do it.
Right.
I have to go home and spend time with my family, or I have to have personal time to live my life.
Yes.
They would be a lot happier. Take that 50 grand cut a year. You're already making $500,000. Take that 50 grand cut.
Right.
And be happy. and that's, people don't do that.
It's a fucking blessing, but then also a curse on the flip.
It's a tough, man. It's tough.
Man.
I tell you, man, if I had that much money, I wouldn't be running the business.
Fuck no.
I would either A, be working for somebody else, or I'd have somebody damn good in charge that I could just kind of sit back and collect the check.
Right, dude. You know what I mean? You fucking set them up nice. You get a nice fucking GC manager to run the place. You come in, you show your face once in a while, you make sure you're basically the money guy. You know what I mean? As long as you see an investment, people aren't fucking stealing, and it's working, why not?
Why not?
It's a good investment. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You see a lot of these people, they don't even invest. I mean, the first thing a lot of these people should do is go get a fucking lawyer. Go get an investor. Figure out what you're gonna do, where you're gonna put your money. Cause that shit can't sit in the bank. What are you, fucking crazy?
That's one of the other problems that we have as an industry is when there's a lot of individual smaller companies. We don't have 401ks.
No.
What are we gonna do?
Fucking insurance? Health insurance? Come on.
How do we afford those things? How do we plan for those things? Who do we call and talk to about those things?
Right.
You know, Joe Solis had a post today on Facebook about a 401k in retirement. You know, how does he set up? How does he do those things? Dan Antonelli had a webinar today of how you copyright your logo.
Right.
How you get a trademark. You know, those are important things of the business that we need to know.
Yeah, Dan knows all about stealing fucking shit. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, shit. That guy probably gets copywritten more than anybody else. They're always stealing his shit.
Always, dude. I think he said he put out a post a few weeks back. It was, I think he said he was over 100 already this last year. Dude, what?
He's all over Fiverr.
Yeah.
He should just buy stock in it.
Right? You guys want to steal my shit? I gotta make some type of fucking return back.
I'm gonna buy stock in Fiverr. Dan, I need a cut for that.
Right, yeah. I'll email him tonight. Let him know.
Yeah.
He's gotta buy stock because he keeps on, he's not the one suing them. It's the companies that, you know, he recommends a certain person to trademark their brand as soon as he's done branding them. So, you know, once the transaction's done, he's out of the deal. But man, it's just, imagine that you're at the top of your game, you're making money, you got a fucking great brand, and just people are just fucking stealing shit left and right. It's like, oh, come on again.
Yeah, that sucks.
Dude.
It sucks.
Yeah, it just, you just don't know where to go. I mean, you can only Google so much to figure out how to get 401k. You're not going to be able to live. Our generation, personally, I don't think we're going to live off of Social Security. That shit's going to be gone. I don't think it's going to be forever.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
With the way the world and the government is turning now, I don't think so either.
Dude, is the government still shut down right now?
That's what I was told.
Dude, it's been like what, 2 weeks or more than that?
Honestly, I'm so out of touch with politics. I didn't even know.
I am too.
I was hanging out with Marcos the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, the government is still shut down." I'm like, "Still? I didn't even know it fucking shut down."
Dude, it affects a lot of people. I heard some guy up in Maine. He's got like a brewery, and he can't get the sign off on this multi-million-dollar fucking section of his building signed off because the government's got it shut down. Like, he's got to have some type of like government official, some bullshit fucking sign off on something so he can open. And he's got millions of dollars worth of equipment that is just sitting there.
Sitting there, you can't do nothing with.
Can't do nothing, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
sucks,
I hate looking at the news because honestly, it's always fucking shitty news on there nowadays. I don't get anything out of it unless I'm looking for fucking weather. That's the only thing I'm looking at the news for. I get upset. I'm like, why are we going through this shit? Like, it may not directly affect me now, but I know this shit affects people I know. Business owners, fucking entrepreneurs, like, it sucks. Like, why can't they get their shit together? They're supposed to be the government, like, for God's sakes. Like, they run shit. Like, they can't even make a fucking decision. How about we fire them and fucking start over? Get rid of those fucking skeletons. You know what I mean? God forbid these fucking guys and girls been in there since their fucking 30s and they're fucking 90. Tell me a fucking job you can have and fucking live your life like that and get paid. Get paid. What the fuck do? You make decisions all day. You guys can't even fucking agree on anything. So why should you guys get paid? Like, you ain't helping anybody. Yeah, dude, I get fucking heated, dude. Like, I'm not into politics, so I shouldn't really be fucking griping about it because I'm really not knowledgeable in it. But like, I just feel a certain way about it, and I just don't understand why this shit's happening. Like, well, like, why do we have to go through this? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't pay attention to it enough to really hold the conversation about it. But it just, the little bit that I do know, or the little bit that I do see, it just doesn't make any sense.
And doesn't it affect our taxes when we get our taxes back? Like, if they're not fucking working, there's nobody doing taxes, right? So if you get your tax return, like, okay, when are you getting it? When they go back to work? When they decide to go back to work? Like,
yeah.
Who's mailing that shit out? I heard some shit.
It's not happening.
No, it's not, dude. And people take advantage of that time, you know? Every day that they're fucking not there, something's getting taken advantage of all the time. Like I listen to Joe Rogan a lot, and they say because of the government, the Joshua trees, like wherever that is, I'm not familiar again with that, but like they're saying they're going in there and fucking chopping trees down, being assholes, burning shit, like.
Yeah, my wife was telling me about that at a national park.
Yeah, there's supposed to be people there working, but because they work for the government shut down, there's nobody there, and there's people cutting shit down, fucking running amok.
Camping out, starting fires, all types of shit. Yeah.
What? Yeah. And that's just a little fucking thing I heard. I mean, I don't know enough about it, like I said, but like, come on. Like.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that they had to, airports and shit like that are starting to close down and change their flights and how many are flying out because they don't have enough TSA workers in order to get everybody through security.
See? And now directly affects us, people who travel, mobile installers like yourself. Imagine if you had that shit now and you had to delay it, but you have a contract that you have to get these fucking trucks and vans and buses done on a certain time. That is directly affecting you. It's crazy.
It's tough, man. Oh yeah.
Shit we don't think of that we kind of take advantage of because it's there every day. We don't use it every day, but it's there every day. It fucking, it's running in the back end. Directly doesn't affect us until that shit goes down, dude.
Yeah.
Oof.
So it really falls apart and hits the wall.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Unfucking real, dude. Unfucking real. So, that was a good fucking rant. Glad I got that the fuck out of the way.
Way off track, but you know what? You feel better now, right?
Yeah, dude. It's like I fucking weight has been lifted that I got that off my chest. Thank God. Get on to the next subject, man.
A couple shots of whiskey could have fixed that too.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Oh man. I love that motto. I was gonna ask you, like, as far as like the projects you've done, what has been like the hardest project that you've been put on, that you had a tough time with?
I was really hoping you weren't gonna ask me that question.
Yeah, you know it was coming, dude. Come on.
I was hoping I listened to all of the podcasts and I'm like, damn, he's gonna ask me that question. I don't have an answer to it.
You know you do. Come on. You got more than one is the problem.
I really don't, man.
You've been spoiled? That you've been that good, dude? Like you walked in and fucking butterflies?
Something that's horrible, then I'm like, this is the worst and I'm gonna change careers?
No.
I haven't had that.
No, like fucking just a miserable install you've had. Like a fucking car that you've done that is like, okay, if I get another one, I gotta charge more for that one.
I got one for you. A while back, I got a call from a customer that wanted to do some carbon fiber accents on a Mercedes, I don't know, whatever the hell, the GLE, the SUV.
Yeah. One
of the older ones. And he's like, I need this carbon fiber done. I need it done tomorrow night because it was Thursday. He's like, I need it done Friday night. The transporter's coming to pick up the car Friday at midnight to take it to Florida. Like, dude, I don't have carbon fiber just in stock.
Yeah, you do. Happen. Clients know that shit. They know you have it. You're just lying.
So, I made it happen, of course. I fucking called around a couple shops, got some carbon fiber, made it happen. Whatever. And I tell the guy, and I'm like, dude, man, I can do it, and I'll do it at your shop, no problem. But the shop must be clean, no dust. I need the fucking car to be warmed up, 70 degrees. Garage has got to be warm. He's like, yeah, sure, no problem. I own a body shop. I'll put you right inside of the paint booth. You can crank the heat to 110 degrees if you want to. It doesn't matter. The car is crystal clean because we just finished painting it. And I'm like, you just finished painting it? He's like, yeah, well, it was a couple days ago, but it's been baking. It's fine. And I'm like, all right, I'll bring my waiver with me.
Yeah.
So I show up there and we're going over the car. I point it all out, make him sign the waiver. It's cool. Oh, actually, wait, you slow down. I get there and the car's not even there.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
I'm like, dude, where's the car at? He's like, oh, well, the painter just took it down the street to get some gas in it before the transport company comes. I'm like, dude, it's fucking 20 degrees outside. What do you mean you went down the street to get gas?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in this guy's parking lot for an hour waiting for this guy to come back for gas. The gas station's 2 miles down the road.
Something
An hour later, he shows up with the car. Then the guy finally shows me into the work area. The work area is covered in body shop dust. There's dust everywhere. Everywhere there's dust. It's 60 degrees inside the bay. The car is freezing cold because it was just outside in 20-degree weather now.
For an hour.
And I told this guy, I'm like, dude, man, I can't do this car. He's like, what do you mean you can't do it? I promised the customer to get done. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I can't do it. He's like, please, I'll pay you more. He's like, you're here already. You wasted all this time. I'm like, all right, you know what? You're right. Fuck it. I made the rookie mistake and I agreed to do it anyway.
Ugh.
Dude, it was a nightmare. A nightmare. I must have spent 4-5 hours doing carbon fiber accents on the exterior of this car, only for it to not work out in the long run. And I ended up peeling everything off at the end of the 5 or 6 hours.
Come on.
And called the guy and was just like, yeah, man, it didn't work out.
Oh.
Yep. Wasted time, wasted material, ran around using connections to get the material, never even got paid for that job.
Dude, you know what? It's one thing to waste your money on material. And I know this is fucking shitty to say, but you know, your time is your time. And okay, if you don't get paid for that, whatever, but at least fucking pay for the material, dude. Like that had to come out of pocket. You know what I mean?
I didn't get anything back.
Fuck
that job sucks. But that was in the beginning. I made that, you know, I like to call it the rookie mistake. I'll never do it again.
No.
I'll never do it again. I walk into a shop now and if it doesn't meet my conditions, I walk the fuck back out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you get that pit in your stomach. Yeah, no good's gonna come out of this.
Yeah, it just doesn't work, man. It doesn't work.
And that's funny because a lot of people don't get to say no very early in their career. You know what I mean? You kind of figured it out earlier than later. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, it was quite expensive of a lesson, but I got it now.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
I won't make that mistake again.
Well, think about it. If you did that, right, and then you had to peel it off, you got the cold fucking vehicle, 1, already not good. Fresh paint, 2, and you had to peel it off. Wow, dude, that's a motherfucker. Cause I would be nervous snapping any of that off and not ripping the clear coat off of that car.
Oh, I did in a couple of places.
Oh, you did? Fuck, why'd you leave that out?
I did. I didn't care. He signed the waiver.
Oh, yeah, at that point, you already signed your life away for that one.
He signed a waiver, and that's probably why I never got paid for it.
Oh, yeah, cause he had to eat the cost of that too. Yeah, you're right. But 2 wrongs don't make a right, people.
Yeah, I should have walked out from the beginning and just said, nope, it's not happening. I should have told him no when he called me and told me 24 hours, I need a car done.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Ooh, those are the life changes sometimes. You know what I mean? If it ain't a fucking SEMA built, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? 24-hour notice. Get out of here.
Yeah, you just gotta, even the SEMA builds, man, if you don't have the time to do it the right way, don't do it.
You're the last one to touch it, man. You're the one that's gonna get all the grief. Whether if the paint's fucking wrong, you're the one gonna hear it. Even though you're putting vinyl on, you're gonna hear, oh, the fucking paint. What do I gotta do with the paint, dude? I'm gonna put a fucking sticker on. You're gonna hear it. You're the last guy. You know?
Yep.
Fuck. Yep. That's shitty.
I don't know how many times I've walked through SEMA and looked at cars and they're wraps and they look like shit. They look like shit. And I'm like, damn, I know this person that did that car. And I go and ask them, hey, what happened with that car? You know what? What's going on? They're like, oh, I got it 2 days ago. They told me it was a SEMA build. So why the fuck would you take the car?
Yeah. But that's how a lot of that shit is, dude.
That needs to stop though, man. People need to stop making that excuse and saying, well, I just got the car 2 days ago or a week ago or whatever it was. It was a rush job. I don't want to hear that shit, man. There's no such thing.
It's going back to our conversation earlier about the fucking snow. Fucking getting your schedule together, figuring out what's coming.
Man. Say no. Fucking say no.
People are doing SEMA builds right now for this year. Like right now, there are cars getting built right now for next October. Right now.
Plan ahead.
Why can't they call people now? Get it done now.
But the installers have to understand how much damage it does to the industry. SEMA it's not the largest platform in the United States. It's got to be damn close to it.
Oh, it definitely is.
And for you to bring something in that hurts the industry because it looks like shit, you're doing more bad than you are good, man. Just put that money in your pocket and say, I had a car at SEMA. Who fucking cares?
Right.
Do it the right way or don't do it.
It's not even that it hurts the industry. It hurts you, dude. Especially when you got like that one job could fuck up a lot more jobs down the road for you. Cause it's like, why should I have him come and do it? It's like, look at this fucking, but they don't know the background either. And you can't fault them for that. But as a business owner, again, you have to fucking say no. Walk away. great opportunity, dude, to have it. But, you know, to be on that type of time crunch, I'm not saying that you can't do it. I think I've seen people last minute come through, but they have a fucking dream team coming in and fucking nailing it. It's not like a one guy type of fucking job. They have 4 or 5 people working on it, and all 4 or 5 people are fucking top notch installers. They're not gonna fuck around. They have their own panel, their own cutting to do, their own you know, you're not overwhelmed looking at the whole fucking thing. It's like, hey, you do the back, I do the front, someone does the hood, other person does the roof. That is it. You don't touch my shit, I don't touch your shit. You focus on that only. That's it. Done.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When I did the buses in California, it was kind of like that.
Dream team you guys had over there, huh?
You know, I spoke to Nick over at North Bay Wraps over in North California, and he's like, hey, look, you know, I got 8 buses and 2 days to do it. You know, do you think it's possible? We figured out all the logistics and we were able to make it happen. But we established a criteria of what was going to be expected. They were promotion. It was a 10-day display. You know, and it was really about just getting a sticker on there.
Mm.
Those buses came out beyond picture perfect. They weren't show quality, but they were above the picture quality.
Right.
You know, because a lot of the shit you see on Instagram or social media is just picture perfect.
Right.
It's just picture perfect. You see it in person, you're like, damn, you didn't really do that.
A lot of those transit vehicles are, though, because they're getting fucking beat up. They don't give a shit.
You can't do that, man.
No, you can't.
You can't do that. You know, we slapped out 8 buses in 36 hours.
Wow.
36 hours, it was 8 buses done, and there was 6 of us, 7 of us maybe.
Jesus. But everybody had their own lane.
That's it.
You built it up. I know I talked to Shawn, and I asked him, I'm like, how'd you guys fucking band? Dude, he's like, starting in the middle, one person went left, one person went right, someone in the back, and that was it. Every single one was like that. Just fucking.
That's it. That's how we did it. It was me and Joe from Image Graphics on one side. You had Shawn from Vantage and Marty from M Wrapping. She's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Her and Shawn were on one side. Me and Joe were on the other side. We just knocked out sides. You had Nick from North Bay Auto Wraps. He was in the front. And then there was another guy that Nick had brung in from somewhere in California. I don't know his name, but he was doing the backs of the buses.
Yeah.
And we just ran through them just like that, one after another.
It's the only way you can get it done.
One after another, man. And it was nice. You know, I like to call it an all-star team.
Yeah.
It was nothing crazy. We didn't do 16, 18-hour days. We did normal, 8-hour, 10-hour shifts, called it a day, and we're done.
Right. Just able to slap good square footage on. You know, when you can get like someone, going left, going right, someone detailing it, cutting it for you, and you can just keep fucking plugging away, dude. Just like an assembly line type of system. Ooh, that's fucking awesome, dude. It's the only way you can do. It's the only way you can do projects like that. You can't go in with no plan.
No.
It's like, shit, look at all this vinyl, look at all these trucks. What are we going to do? I don't know. What do we stop?
We had an idea before we landed. Once we got there, we all got there Friday, some later than others.
Mm.
But we were all there Friday night. Friday night, we got in, we did one bus, just trying to figure out the kinks and how we were going to run it. Once we got that first bus done, Saturday morning, nice early start. It was just smooth sailing after that until it rained on Sunday.
Yeah, I heard you guys got kind of jammed up doing the shit outside underneath a fucking wash bay or something.
Yeah, we got there at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's like misting, that springtime dew that we get here.
Yeah, figures. California never really rains. You guys just got the worst.
There's no way this vinyl is going to stick to the side of this bus. It's running water from the roof.
Right.
They're like, no, you have to put it up. They have to be done. Okay, sign this waiver.
Yeah.
Sign this waiver, and then they stuck us under some wash bay, so we had a little bit of cover, and we kind of just went to town on the last 2.
Fucking taping paper towels up to the tops to fucking absorb it before it hits the vinyl. Dude, I've been there, bro. Before I even fucking started brick and mortar, I was fucking driving around with my pickup truck, job to job. I'd go to contractors' fucking jobs and do the fucking lettering right in the fucking street, watching traffic blow by me while I'm fucking lettering this truck. Rain or shine, baby. Make that fucking money. You know what I mean?
I got the same thing. I got a pickup truck right now, and in the back of my truck, I got my wrap glove case. I got my 3M tool bag. I got a regular 17-foot A-frame ladder.
Yep.
A little giant.
Yeah,
I got the
best
little
ladder.
step stool. I got a 6-foot folding table.
Wow.
You know, I got 50 towels.
Pop-up shop.
I got everything. Gallons of isopropyl. I got everything.
You got to, dude. You got to. And it's, you know, that's a life you live. You live your life out of your truck, dude. You do everything. You probably eating that thing. You fucking do your invoices out of it. You fucking take your cat naps in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just telling my wife I got to buy one of those stands for my laptop with the mobile printer like you got in like a police car.
Dude, you know how many times I try to think of how to put a printer in my car so I can invoice them right away, paper form, back then.
Paper form, yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, the luxury of emailing. We take advantage of that shit. You know what I mean? Like emailing, dude. Especially with QuickBooks now. Now that you got QuickBooks, you can fucking boom, boop, done. There's your invoice right to your email. Done.
Yeah. Flies right through. It's nice and easy now.
Fucking paperless. You don't have to worry about that shit. You're saving the fucking world. You know what I mean? I love that when they ask you, do you want your receipt or do you want it emailed or text to you? I'm like, what? Text to me? You don't got my number. The fuck out of here. Text to me. So what? You can sell my fucking number to an insurance company that they call me 3 times a fucking day.
But you know what though? How many times did you ever ask them if they have your number? I bet you they do.
I bet you they do too. They can,
because it comes through your credit card company. So when you slide your credit card, not only are they getting your address, your name, your phone number, they have all of that. It all comes up.
Dude, it drives me crazy. How many times a day do you get insurance calls?
Oh man.
Fuck, dude, it drives me nuts. I keep on thinking it's a client or a new business. They're like, yeah, we have, your local area has insurance coverage. Press 1 to be connected to one. Oh, dude, it drives me fucking bananas. And the only way to get off that list is to listen to the whole fucking thing. And then you gotta press 2. And then
even then it doesn't work.
Oh, dude. I thought I did it once. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna play this game. Fucking on the phone for 5 minutes. Okay, you're off our call list. Fucking no sooner than me getting off of it, at the end of the day, I'd get a fucking another one. Are you kidding me?
Another phone call. Yep.
Come on, somebody else. They sold it to somebody else to get my number. Ugh.
That's right.
That's a shitty job. Whoever fucking runs that fucking bullshit. Calling me.
It's no worse than what I do. I do cold calling all the time.
Yeah, but it's a fucking person on the phone. You know what I mean? It's fucking different.
Not the animated service.
No, dude, you got the fucking lady record it once and it's the same bullshit. It's like, and I know it's them because you know why? When you pick up the phone, you say your name or you say the business name and then you fucking have that weird 3 to 5 second silence. I fucking hang up the phone. If you ain't saying hello, fucking, you're out. Like, see ya. Like, I don't have time for that nonsense.
I just asked them about pizza.
Yeah. Do you guys got cheese pizza?
Yeah. When they call and they start rambling away and I'm like, what'd you say? A pepperoni pizza? I didn't order a pizza. If they stop and ask you, then you know it's a person. Otherwise it's animated. It's just a fucking voice on the other end.
That's fucking awesome.
All the time I do that. All the time.
Get people so uncomfortable. No, you know what you do? You go, do you go to church? Have you found Jesus?
Oh.
Yeah. See, I caught you, dude. You almost hung up on me.
You did. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Where did this conversation go?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. You know, funny story is, I don't know, I might offend people if they're Jehovah's Witnesses or not, but a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses would go up to my buddy's house and he got really fed up one day and, he decided to answer the door naked. Tell me they never went back to his house after that fucking
Listen,
wow.
you know,
You gotta,
we're gonna take a little political turn here again. You ready?
Go ahead.
So, regardless of what the religion is or what their beliefs is or whatever, when you're trying to push your belief onto somebody else that didn't ask for it, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Whether you're Jehovah, Muslim, Christian, Catholic, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're trying to push it onto somebody else, you're wrong.
There's no problem of, I don't want to say soliciting, like door to door, like that's kind of my space. You want to go on the corner of the street, fucking talking on a microphone.
Absolutely.
Freedom of speech all fucking day long. You can say that.
I agree.
You're not bothering me. I'll listen to you for maybe a couple minutes, hear what you're about, and then I'm moving on with my day. But when you come ring my doorbell, I'm kind of like, like.
I agree. It's the same thing. And again, people are probably going to hate me for saying this, but whether you're homosexual, transgender, lesbian, whatever category you want to put yourself in.
Yeah.
If that's what you enjoy and that's what you like, then keep that to yourself. You can tell me that, hey, look, I like this or I like that or I'm this. I don't care.
Right.
Just don't push it onto me.
Right.
Don't bring that onto me if you know that that's not my MO.
Yeah. I got a lot of gay friends. I'm cool with it. They don't they don't bother me. They're just as fun as my fucking, I don't want to say they're different, but they're just as fun as fucking if I'm going to have a beer with somebody else.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking, sometimes it's even fucking better. Cause sometimes they say some shit, bro, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's a good one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just, it's about the personal space, man. Don't bring that shit to my space.
Yeah. Yeah. MySpace died a long time ago. You know what I mean? Fucking on to bigger and better things. You know what I mean?
MySpace.
Yeah. Remember that shit, man? I used to market my business with that stuff.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah. Fucking with the router, the home, you had to fucking plug your computer in with your landline.
With your phone line and your dial-up, you hear the numbers.
I'm online, man.
Oh, man.
Dude, those were the days. We are so lucky. How old are you?
31.
31. So I'm 35. So we are so lucky that we got to see part of that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we have taken full advantage of that shit. Like, we're so lucky to see that, cause, like, our kids don't know what a fucking cassette is. Some of them might not even know what a fucking CD is nowadays. And, like, we got to live that awesome side of the generation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's things that they'll never understand.
Right.
Payphones, pagers,
right.
Dial-up internet, having to wait and be patient for things.
Bro, did you see?
Blowing in the Nintendo to get the video game to work.
Which is a fucking myth, I heard, by the way.
That's what they say, but it always works.
It always works, dude.
You add a little bit of alcohol on the Q-tip.
Yeah. You make that shit fucking moist inside. It somehow fucking worked. I don't fucking get it. Dude, did you see
what she said.
Yeah, fucking finally somebody fucking said it. Oh, I have fucking waited 70-something episodes for somebody to fucking say that.
Oh,
thank you
man.
for the Office reference. You know how many times I fucking died to myself because I want to say that like a million times when I'm talking to somebody on the podcast? I'm like, that's what she said. And just, I don't know how they're going to take it on the other side. I don't know how they're going to take it.
The one thing you told me at the beginning of all this conversation is you said that it's just two guys having a conversation.
That's
right?
it, bro. That's it. Right there. And I fucking had the guest say it first. Woo! Way to pop that cherry. But we won't go there.
I'm glad I could be first at something since I'm still like 73 now.
Oh shit. That's all good. And honestly, for the guests listening at home, Shawn and I apparently have fucking crossed paths a long time ago.
Yes, we have.
Funny fucking story. I got to design a banner for Shawn, which he brought to my attention this week, and I didn't even know. I don't even know how that fucking escaped me. That was like so long ago.
Yeah, that was a while.
Random.
Yeah, that was back when I was employed by the other company.
Oh, so that goes that far. Okay.
Yeah, that goes that far back.
Wow. Wow. And I even forget how did that even happen? Did you call I think you DM'd me and asked me, is there any designers out there that can put a banner together for me? Right? Was it something like that?
Yeah. I had DM'd you because I think I was listening to your podcast at that time. And you were telling me that you used to be a graphic designer.
Yeah.
So I think I reached out to you and was just like, hey, do you think you can put this together real quick for me?
Yeah, that was genius. Simple design, couple dollar bills for a realtor company or something like that, or someone.
I think it was an apartment complex or so, a duplex complex.
Yeah.
They were trying to draw people in. It was one of those triangle Ponzi scheme things.
I see what you got me into. I see.
Listen,
now.
You just designed it. I just sent it to the printer.
Yeah,
that was it.
No money came my way for that one from them.
No, that's it.
My money was clean.
I don't even know what happened. I didn't even install it. I just passed it over to the customer.
Hey, those are the best jobs right there.
Dude, I didn't do much. I called you, sent you a file, and
sent you a file back to scale. You fucking printed it.
That's it. I sent it to the printer. The printer sent me the banner. It was done.
Fucking easiest couple bucks you ever made. Damn.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
I try to remember how long ago that was.
Man, it's gotta be, dude, it's gotta be at least a year, over a year, because you're just about 12 months into your own business. So it's gotta be a little bit over a year.
It was a couple months before that. I think it was probably somewhere around May or so. So it might have been about a year and a half now.
Wow.
What's crazy is I don't have the picture.
Oh, I still have the file though.
Yeah, so do
I. Yeah. Just in case. Easy money right there, man. That's so funny. But that's how far the network goes. You know what I mean? It's just, I honestly get so many DMs throughout the week that people ask me questions about a designer or questions about an installer, or they have a project going on in a certain area. Do I know anybody in that area they can trust? And it's great that I'm building this network, building this little hub, be able to help out as much as I can, because I'm kind of like the middle of the spider web. You know what I mean? I kind of know a little bit about everybody in different locations, and it's almost like what the Rapper Mapper, kind of like that. Like that should be bringing people together, networking, stuff like that, man. And I keep on saying that wasn't even my intent to even start that groove going with the podcast, but it's become its own identity and its own thing that, people taking information in and learning a little bit and applying it to their business or their personal life. And, it's just, I wish I had this when I was fucking starting. And great that you're doing it now, because you can listen to a couple of nightmare stories and be like, yeah, great. I'm not going to go walk down that path. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. The podcast is a great help. It's amazing that you can sit back and hear the stories of so many people going through such similar issues.
Yeah.
And learn from their mistakes. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
Everybody makes mistakes, and if you don't learn from your mistake, then the mistake wasn't worth being made.
No. And you know what? A lot of people out there too, they're just and I'm sure you get this a lot too. It's just like, hey, you got to make your own mistakes, bud. Sorry, I can't help you out with that. And, you get a couple people like that once in a while, but I'm all about fucking knowledge, dude. If I can help you get to, from point A to B a little bit more quicker, efficient, less fucking stress, and you're happy, I'm happy, fucking giving out this information, take it. It's all free.
Absolutely.
Fucking free, dude. You ain't paying for it. Just listen. Get a couple niblets out of it. Fucking worth it.
You'd be a fool not to take it.
Right. And given that the industry really doesn't have this type of platform where it's audible. A lot of people go the route of YouTube where it's video and you have to watch and see and physically see it to get it. And it's just the audio part, man. It's just one thing, that little fucking piece that was missing. I was always like, man, I'd love to just listen to stories, and thinking that my hiatus out of the industry, you know, somebody would have been fucking all over that, you know, given 2018, you know, 2017, 18, you know, it's just like, okay, podcasting's like hot right now. Somebody's doing it, and lo and behold, there wasn't one. I'm like, oh, all right. I see a hole.
That's it.
Fucking,
let's fill it.
Yeah.
Let's fill it.
Let's fill it. All right. You know what I mean? It's grown tremendously, and I've met some great people, and it's great to meet new people. I think that's not the biggest misconception, that people are like, oh man, you gotta have, you know, Jim Miller on. Yes, I will have Jim Miller on, but I also want to talk to these guys that are like, and girls that are just starting. Like, they're the ones that are struggling. I want to hear what they're doing, how they're going to get over this hump. Because back then, different scenarios. Now, you're fucking playing with a whole nother, like, there's so many things that are different with the industry now than it was 3 years ago. Like, what is everybody doing now? What are their struggles now that were different from back then? I want to listen to that, because in 2005, when I was starting my business, dude, like, the rap industry wasn't even what it is. It wasn't even a fucking spit on the wall of what it is now back then. Didn't even know it was going to grow to this, you know?
Yeah, it's different times. Different times.
And it was easier back then. It was easier back then to start, you know, your business back then. Now, you got to come off the gate fucking guns a-blazing. Like, cause there's so much competition. You can't come out pussyfoot and I'm going to do a rap today. Maybe 2 weeks from now I'll do another one. No, you got to fucking be on top. You got to hit it hard. It's everyday grind. You cannot sleep now. Back then I thought losing sleep was fucking whatever, but literally now you fucking, you can't. Or the next guy's going to get it. Like, there's no buffer. Back then there wasn't a lot. So when you got it, you got it. Now it's like, you fucking don't return an email back because fucking, oh, I can wait till tomorrow. Oh, fuck. Nah, dude, you just lost that account.
No, you can't do that. That's like having the customer walk through your door, and once they, you know, you say you're at McDonald's, and the guy comes in, he's waiting in line, wants to order food, you're too fucking busy chit-chatting, bullshitting around. When he walks out your door, he's not coming back.
No, that's it. You lost it.
He's going to go across the street to Burger King and get his burger over there.
Right.
So it's the same thing in the industry. The guy walks in your shop, if you don't give him the time and make him feel like he is the only person in the world,
yep,
he walks out your door without leaving you a deposit, he's not coming
back. Yep. It's so true.
That's just what it is.
So true, dude. It's Go ahead.
I found that banner, May 4th.
Oh shit. Damn, look at you, dude. Fucking research. R&D right there.
I'm like, I know it's in here somewhere. May 4th is when I received it, so it was probably sometime in April when you and I spoke about it.
Holy shit.
May.
April,
May. Yeah.
Wow, dude. That is so funny. So what do they say? The 6 degrees of separation? We knew each other way long before this, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
How fucking funny.
That's another big part of the industry is the network. You
right.
have to be able to reach out to somebody and speak to people. You know, when I worked for the other company, Dan Nava designed the business cards for the other company.
No shit.
Yeah. When they took over, when they brung vinyl into the other company, we needed new business cards. I contacted Dan, and Dan made the business cards for us.
Wow.
I didn't know him from a hole in the wall, but he made the cards for us. And not even a year later, I was taking the 3M course with him.
No shit. How'd you like that?
Yeah. It's a tough class.
Yeah.
It's a tough class.
It's worth it though, right?
I didn't get it, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh shit. Come on.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Fuck. What was the hardest, what was it? What was it that bit you?
I don't know.
Oh shit! Come on.
When I took the class the first time, I didn't have really much experience at all. I had, a couple cars. I probably had 3 or 4 full cars under my belt.
Yeah.
Everything else was kind of small partial pieces. The hoods, the interiors, and, things like that.
Right.
So that kind of weighed me down. I mean, the first time I took the class with a fucking all-star team. I was in the class with Dan Nava, Shane Lloyd from Gecko Wraps, Kyle Osmond from Auto Skins was there, Joe Solis from Image Graphics was there, there was Gary from Houdini Wraps was there. There was just a ton of us in the class. There was just a magnitude of education and knowledge in one place.
Yeah.
So we took the training, we took the testing. I went through and started out at the hardest panel that I thought, the hardest station, which was for me was the corrugated panel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You never took the test, right?
I did not.
Okay. So they got like a trailer panel with the corrugations and the rivets.
Right.
They give you IJ 180, non-air egress, pre-masked liquid lamb. Yeah. They want you to install it on that. That was the hardest station. So I started there and I failed at one station.
And now you can only fail one station twice and then you're done. Right?
Well, yeah, if you fail 2 stations, you're done. So whether it's the same station or 2 different stations, you're done.
Just two out of, how many stations are there? 5, right?
There's 10 stations plus a written test, so 11.
10. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. So I started at the one I thought was the hardest. I failed that one. It was like, all right, well, you know what? Get myself together. Fuck it, let's move on.
Yeah.
Went through and knocked out everything else, mid 80s, high 80s. It's like, all right, it's cool. I'm passing. At that time, it was just an 80. So I was like, all right, no problem, no big deal.
Right.
End of the day, I went back to the station that I failed and attempted it again, and I just couldn't get it.
Oh.
Just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough, man. Wasn't enough. So it sucks. But, to me, a certification doesn't mean that you are the best. Doesn't mean that you're the worst.
Right.
It just means that you've taken a little bit of an investment into having a piece of paper that solidifies that you know the correct way to do things.
Right.
And you can do them the correct way.
Right.
I mean, that's another topic all in itself. People are certified and they still suck.
Oh, dude, I fucking hear that shit all the time. I hear that shit all the time, dude. It's just, I've known about that for fucking as long as training's been out. I've known people, even in my area, dude, that are like 3M certified and they fucking couldn't put letter a door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like the fucking right time, right place. They were able to fucking pass it. Some people have that. Like I don't do well with tests. I'm not gonna lie. Like I hate taking written tests. I don't do well. I'm not book smart like that. Like I can't, a physical test, wrapping a fucking fender, a door over a handle, trimming something, like, okay, maybe, like to my standards, yeah, I could fucking, to me, yes, I could do that. But to have somebody else critique that, to look at it, to like really dive into that fucking install in a whole different way than I do.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking stressful, dude. And at the end of the day, too, how many times out of your lifespan that you're gonna be wrapping fucking cars are you gonna wrap a corrugated fucking trailer like that?
I won't.
Probably fucking never. Exactly.
I won't. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. There are some guys that are in the West Coast or the Midwest that it's nothing but corrugated trailers in the area.
Yeah, not over here.
I live on the East Coast and it doesn't exist over here.
Nah, dude, we're on a whole different level, man. We get flat panels with rivets. That's it.
Yeah, and I don't think you could pay me enough to do one of those corrugated. They're just too time consuming.
No, and that, at the end of the day, when are you going to do one with fucking transfer paper on it? Come on. What are we fucking stuck in 2008?
Yeah, with liquid lamp.
Yeah, no way. No way. I get the technique.
The only way I would do a corrugated if it was like 480. Because then I would just bridge it over the top and push it in and be done.
Yeah, but even then, I think
480 is the only thing that can take that stretch, to my knowledge.
Yeah, no, it can, but still, dude, without weather patterns, cold, hot, fucking snow, ice, rain. Like, dude, that fucking vinyl is doing a lot of fucking expanding, contracting. It's like fucking wood. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta go somewhere. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah. That sucks. You know what I mean? Are you gonna try to go back again and, fucking nail it the second time?
Not happy about telling this, but yeah, I went back a second time. Didn't make it the second time either.
Same fucking shit?
No.
Something else?
The second time I went in and I did the same thing. I started out at the panel that I was having a trouble with.
Yeah.
I passed the panel with like a 96 or some shit. I was like, all right, this is fucking great. I got it in the bag now.
Wow.
I'm good now. No problem.
Right.
Went on and started on the car. I did the rear of the HHR. You get the rear quarter and the back door. Knocked that out. 98, no problem. Moved on to the front door and the front fender. Knocked that out. The guys were too busy at the time to grade it. So I moved on to the bumper. Knocked the bumper out, no problem. After I left the bumper, I went to do the floor. And as I'm doing the floor, the trainer comes over to me, Nate, wonderful guy, great instructor. He comes over to me and he's like, hey, look, man, let's go over this car real quick here before you start this next station. I'm like, all right, cool. In between the fender and the door, I took my squeegee, took my wrap glove and rolled the edge, but didn't go in all the way and tucked behind on like a 90 degree, you would call it. So It wasn't laying completely flat in the back.
Right.
So when he opened the door, he's like, oh, there's a flap here. It's just going to get dirty. It's going to get moisture. It's going to peel. He's like, it's 1 point per inch. So in between the fender and the door, it was like 22 inches, 23 inches.
Oh my God, dude.
It's a failing station. So I'm like, oh man, you're kidding me. He's like, nah, it's just, it is what it is. I'm like, all right, well, you got to be fair to everybody. No big deal. I'll redo that station. Let's grade the bumper. So he grades the bumper and I get the same thing. I get like a 96, 97 or something like that on the bumper. Cool. No problem. So he's like, all right, just make sure you don't fuck anything else up and let's get it done. I move on to the floor, a little fucked up about the door. I got to go back. And on the floor panel, you have to do a butt seam in between these two pieces. You know how to do a butt seam, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. So instead of cutting in between the two pieces, I cut on the outside edge. So when I went to peel them off, I got this 16th of a gap in between the two. And I tried everything like hell to lift it back up, put it back together. I was like, fuck it, I'll get some dirt in it. I'll take a couple points for the dirt. But let's just get it passing.
Yeah.
Get it passing. And I tried the hardest, man. I went over on my time on it and everything.
Jeez.
Finally he comes over, he looks at it, he's like, you done? I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. So he looks at it, he starts grading it up, and it was like 21 points, 22 points, just barely over the failing. And I was like, oh man. So second time was no good either, but those were stupid mistakes, and everything else I improved on my scores.
Right.
So I'm better the second time than I was the first time. And, it doesn't make me or break me. I still continued on with business. I still produce a quality high-end result. People love it.
Right. And you don't take it as a loss. Take it as a fucking win, dude, because all day long, that corrugated, you probably thought about that corrugated for a long fucking time.
Dude, I had my rep send me sample material. I wrapped everything in that sample material. Everything.
You're finding corrugated fucking trucks in the fucking empty parking lots.
Dude, I was wrapping like concrete steps, propane cylinders,
Jesus.
fucking the siding on my house. I wrapped desks and tables. I wrapped my son's basketball in it.
Wow.
Like anything I can get it to stick to, I was trying to figure out how much manipulation, how much stretch, how much can I lay without getting a bubble.
Right.
And I had to figure out that material. And I did, but then I just made some other stupid mistakes, which
you overlooked the simplest things because you were focused on the harder things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. If you look at it, the thing on the door, in the real world, I could have just trimmed that off. Whether I noticed it, my inspection guy noticed it. The customer noticed it. It doesn't make a difference. It could have been trimmed off and been fine.
Right.
Even if it would have came back 2 weeks later, because that's what I require for all my warranties is a 2-week inspection. So even at 2 weeks time, I still could have cut it off and it would have been fine and never peeled.
Right. Yeah. If anything's going to fail, it's going to fail within the first 24 hours.
Yeah. So it would have been fine, but for test purposes, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough.
It's a tough fucking pill to swallow, but whether you get it or whether you don't get it, you see what you need approving.
Oh yeah.
Where you have to go, dude. For you to go back and just nail that corrugated the second time around, dude, you must have felt like $1 million.
Yep.
Holy shit. Yep.
That was the only thing I was worried about.
Right.
That's the only thing.
Focused.
The brick walls, cinder block walls, that shit is easy.
Right.
Flat walls, floor graphics, it's easy.
It's a shit you do every day.
Cars are what I do the most of, so why not?
Right. Right. Fucking butt seam got you. Fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. It nipped you in the butt. Oh, shit. Yeah. I can see where I went with that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Fuck, man. Yeah, dude, you need to go back. I think you need to go back. I think you're going to nail it the third time. Third time's the charm.
So one more time, we'll make it happen. It's just, I got to plan up for it. The first time I went, I probably spent $5,000 all in.
Yeah, dude.
The second time you go back, I probably spent, $1,500, $2,000. So now you're talking the third time, it's another $1,500, $2,000.
You did the refresher in the beginning, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh shit, you went right into the test.
I went right into the test.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, any, I know you went to 3M, but any talks about like Avery maybe? Do you do a lot of Avery installs, or do you try to like 3M's your gig?
Nah, I intend to acquire them all.
Yeah.
Over the next 3 years or so, I plan to have them all.
Nice.
Oracle's got one. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take the Avery.
Yeah.
I'll take the 3M over. And I'm going to get some PPF in there too.
Well, you mess with PPF, right?
I do a ton of PPF.
Really?
A ton. Yeah.
What do you using? The Bodyfence? I see you posting that.
Yeah, I use Bodyfence.
You like it?
I fucking love it.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm not a PPF guy, and I know a couple of my listeners have been asking, like, I should have a PPF person on and talk and have a full episode about it. I'm really not knowledgeable on it. I love to have a conversation about it, but tell me a little bit about what you think, that material's, cause everybody has a brand. Like, the 3M's got one, fucking the biggest distributor out there right now, Suntech. You know what I mean? Like, all these people are out there. Why Bodyfence?
So, as a business person or as a customer side, people look for 3 things. You want what's going to look best, what's going to give you the best warranty, and what's going to be the cheapest price.
Right.
That's what everybody wants. So I've used 3M. I've used Oracle. I've used Steck. I've used Suntech. I've used Expel. And now I've used Bodyfence. So Steck is a great product. A lot of people don't know what it is.
No, never heard of it.
I don't know where they're from, but it's called Steck, S-T-E-K. Phenomenal product, nice gloss, cheap material. I just don't think it has the durability, longevity that it should have. So for that reason, I don't use it. The Oracle stuff to me is a little too plasticky, if that makes any sense. Very tough to manipulate, doesn't conform very well. So I try to avoid that as well. 3M is a nice product. I would compare the 3M to the Suntech and the Expel. Great products, great warranties. But they don't have the gloss finish that Hexis Bodyfence does.
Wow.
Hexis Bodyfence offers a 10-year warranty.
Wow. Seems like a lot. That's normal, right? 10 years? What's Expel have?
No. So 10-year Expel Ultra and SunTech Ultra have 10 years, but those are their top of the line products.
Premium, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas Bodyfence has one product, 10 years.
Wow. That's the only thing they carry. Just that's PPF, Bodyfence. That's it. There's nothing, mid-grade, high-grade, whatever. There's nothing.
Nope. Just it's Bodyfence.
Wow.
There's a matte, and there's a gloss.
Okay.
So that's the reason that I use it. The gloss finish, the manipulation, the price point. It's just perfect all in all. SunTech has got a nice gloss, ease of install, but they don't have the warranty unless you go to an Ultra. And the Ultra product, I believe, is probably $400 or $500 more a roll.
Well, the shit's expensive to start off with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, $400 or $500 more a roll versus what you're paying in Bodyfence. Why pay the extra?
Yeah.
I'm getting the same warranty and the same gloss. Why bother?
Is it same?
The customer doesn't know the name?
Is it? Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, a lot of people buy in products based on how long they've been around. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I do it. It's fucking, I'm not going to be fucking hypocrite here. Fucking, I see something nice. It's like, okay, what brand is it? All right. Well, fucking, we'll get that one. Pay a couple bucks more. You know what I mean? Not that fucking, something cheaper isn't better, because I've bought in fucking more expensive shit and it's fucking ripped on me. Fucking way faster than something cheaper would have. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Now, as far as thicknesses, they're all the same mill, right?
I believe the technical spec, yes, they're all the same.
Wow.
Technically on the spec sheet, I think they are all the same. But the biggest thing is, if you look at Expel, and people are going to hate me for saying this because there's so many Expel people out there, but Expel has so much orange peel in it.
I've heard that.
It's hard. I can't push that off to my customer. Yeah. A lot of times the customer doesn't see it, but I have a detail eye. I'm trained. I see that shit.
Right.
So when I see it, I'm not happy about it. I'm not confident, and that shows off to the customer. So I can't use Expel.
Dude, the only reason why I don't like fucking PPF, because it's a fucking, you would think it's comparable to wrapping. It is fucking the opposite. You literally can't buy this shit on the shelves. You have to have buying power. That's fucking, that makes me so mad. That nobody can just go and get training. They'll fucking take your money for training. They'll take your money for training. And then they tell you, okay, you can't buy from us because you have way too many people in your fucking area that have buying power. And we only have so many people in your area, so many areas in that town, in that fucking state. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You know who says that? 3M and Expel say that.
3M and Expel. SunTech says it? Fuck yeah, I had a fucking good conversation with SunTech. And the guy straight up told me, he goes, dude, I'm not going to bullshit you. You can come do training, but we're not going to be able to sell to you. What? What do you mean you're not going to be able to sell to me?
Really?
Dude, there's so many people in my area that do PPF. These guys are buying hundreds of thousands of rolls, every year. They only want to they want to have their fucking finger on it. And okay, fine. I get it. But don't fucking cut the little guys out. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, but these people got dealership accounts. They don't want people to come in and ruin the fucking industry. Oh, there's a fucking idea.
See, I don't know about that. I know when I started out using SunTech, that was my go-to in the beginning.
Dude, I had a conversation with Expel, SunTech, and then another company. They all said the same shit.
There was another dealer that wasn't too far away, maybe 10 miles, and he was a SunTech rep, and I'm a SunTech user, and I was buying just like he was.
Dude, they were telling me, oh, you gotta go find this so-and-so shop and see if they'll sell to you, because they can sell to you. And I'm like, nah. What? I'm gonna fucking buy it from them. They're buying it wholesale. They're selling it to me for retail, and then I gotta retail that on top of something else. Talk to my client? Fuck.
Nah,
I'm not interested in that fucking bullshit.
Nah, just call Metro and tell them you need a roll of Hexis Bodyfence. be done.
That's it, dude. And you know why they don't have that nonsense? Because they're a fucking vinyl company. They don't have that stupid nonsense like buying power. We want to have a finger on it. No. They're in the fucking market to buy money. They don't want to put all their money into one person when they can fucking sell, 3 people out of that state buy, let's say, 150 grand worth of work, of vinyl, of PPF. You could have had 100,000 people fucking buy that in that state and made a shit ton of money. But I get it. I understand. I respect that. It's not my lane, regardless, but I respect that. They don't want people coming in and lowering the price and bidding and like undercutting the product. And then, you get the bullshit that we get in the vinyl industry, which is the lowballers, the fucking guys that are wrapping vans for $1,800. You know what I mean? It's just,
well, that's always going to be there. You're never going to be able to totally eliminate those people. We have to educate the end user of what the standards are.
Right.
You have to make sure that you're going to somebody that has insurance.
Right.
Somebody that has some type of training or certificate or something. You have to go to those people. You can't just pick Tom down the road and be like, yeah, let's wrap my car.
Yeah, right in his fucking garage. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't do that for your electrician. You're not going to have some guy random off the street that you found at Home Depot come in and wire your electrical house.
Ironically enough, electrical is the only thing that a homeowner can actually do without fucking having an electrician there.
Without having a permit.
Right. Yeah. Like, is that fucking mind blowing or what?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers want to tell me where I can put a wall, but you don't care if I start cutting wires. Like, come on.
Nope. Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus Christ. Fucking things are backwards, dude. I don't get it.
It's one of those things. And once we reach to that point and we educate the end user, I think we'll be fine.
It's just going to take time.
It's got to take time.
Yeah. I think we all got to be patient. It's going to fucking weed out those low ballers. They're not going to be there forever. You just have to think this is a temporary fucking thing. You're going to be all right. Stick to your guns. Don't fucking lower your prices. And, it's just a fucking bump in the road. We're all on it. You know what I mean? We're all on that fucking ship and it's going up that wave, and we're just fucking stuck at the top. We haven't fucking crested it yet. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Oh,
that's it.
Damn.
That's it. Use a quality product, provide a quality service, and it don't matter what you charge.
Right.
It don't matter what you charge. Look at cars. Mercedes is, or let's use Lexus. Lexus is charging you $50,000 for this car. But if you go buy a Toyota Camry, it's the same damn car, just with a different emblem on it.
Right.
And it's 20 grand.
Right.
It's made in the same place with the same parts. What the hell's the difference?
Right. You're buying on fucking status.
Yeah. So let's keep the industry the same way. You provide a quality product with a quality result.
Right.
It don't matter what you charge. You can still get it.
Yeah. There's plenty of Lexuses and Toyotas out there. References. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot. There's a lot out there, man. It's amazing. Yep. Amazing. Well, dude, we're creeping. A little over 2 hours, dude. I told you this shit will go fast.
Nice.
It's fucking 2 dudes just having a convo.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what else did we miss?
I don't know. Usually that's my question. What didn't we talk about that you want to talk about? What concerns you?
I don't know. I don't really have much of a concern. I'm a patient guy. I'm just sitting back waiting, doing my freelance private contractor thing.
That's it.
I try to establish contracts with the larger companies, just work it out that way and schedule and be happy.
Mm-hmm. Stay in your lane. Know where your lane's at.
That's it.
Stay in it. And fucking just drive, dude. That's it.
Yeah, try to network with everybody you can possibly network with. I've spent some time with a lot of great people. Like I said, when I took the 3M class, I had Dan and Shane, and Kyle and Joe and Gary. It was a bunch of people in the class. I don't know if you know who Rick Fedor is.
Yeah, Rick. I've got a great fucking story about Rick.
Rick is an amazing fucking guy.
That will be for fucking another podcast. But Rick, if you're listening, I hope you're laughing your balls off.
He's gonna listen. He's gonna listen.
Oh shit.
Me and Rick spent a lot of time together, and I owe a lot of my success to Rick. He really helped me to be where I am. Helped me, sharpen my skills, perfect them to what they are. I owe a lot to him, and he's great for that. Marcos is another amazing guy I got to spend a lot of time with. He's one of the best in his craft.
Yeah, he's fucking unreal. Another person I got to meet at RapsCon. What a fucking stand-up guy. Yeah, stand-up guy.
I got to spend some time with Mr. John Doover.
Oh.
Yeah, he and I spent a week together. I did some work for him over at his shop.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, the work was cool, but I think the best thing about it was the time that he and I got to spend together. We had some regular man-to-man conversations and talked about business and family, and that was priceless to me. And he's somebody I know that I can pick up and call when I have a problem.
Yeah.
I called him about a month ago when I had a problem. 9:30 at night, he stopped tucking his kid in from bed to help me out with an issue I was having.
Wow.
That you don't get too often.
No.
I got Joe Solis is another great help, wonderful graphic designer. I hope that he'll be teaching me some basics in graphic design soon.
There you go.
Do
I hear a little trip? A little trip going down to Texas soon?
I'm waiting for that phone call to go to Texas.
See? Joe, what are you fucking sleeping on, dude? Make that phone call, will you?
Somebody over there in Texas. I got to get that way. Texas, Arizona.
Get the hell out of here. Get out of Dodge, dude. Don't forget about me, dude. Please.
Yeah, trying to go south for the winter.
Right? Fuck.
So being able to network with those guys and have them, at the touch of a fingertip is nice.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
Definitely.
Yourself, having you at the podcast, being able to reference through and see what other issues people are going to and, problems that they have. And I know that most of the guys in your show are stand-up guys, and I can call any one of them and, hey, I heard you mention this, how'd you address that? We didn't talk about it much in the podcast, but I'm going through a similar issue. What can you help me?
Yeah.
And so
I love hearing stories like that, man.
No, it's nice, man. It's nice.
It's nice. You're building an army, dude. And I said this a long time ago, we are so much better together and connected, you know what I mean, than we are divided. We stick together and just fucking feed off each other and help each other out. We will conquer this shit. We will, these people we always talk about of lowballers and just those people are going to be weeded out so fast because they're not going to be able to get into the network. You know what I mean? They have to they have to earn it. You have to earn it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So.
That's right. That's one of the benefits I like about the Rap Society is they're very strict on who they allow in.
Right. Yes.
They're very strict on who they allow in. Well, matter of fact, I had the privilege of meeting Mr. Rapper Mapper as well.
Yeah? Mr. Tim Evans?
Mr. Tim Evans. He and I got to chat a little bit when we were at SEMA. I did that competition that he had going on over there. He's another amazing guy, lots of knowledge.
Yes.
Shit, you think it's hard to get into the Rap Society? It's even harder to get on the Rapper Mapper.
You gotta fucking...
That guy doesn't let anybody on that damn site.
You gotta have your shit together, son.
Oh man, I meet all of the requirements except one. Just because of that one, that's it. I can't get on the list.
Is a fucking what? The photos?
No, because I don't have an actual retail location.
Yeah.
But
it's all right. Again, hey, you know what? Things might change.
He's not bending the rules for anybody. There's no special exceptions.
Yeah.
I honor that.
Yeah.
I honor that.
Hey,
great guy, lots of knowledge there as well.
Oh shit. Hey, you know what? There's so many people popping up nowadays that are great mobile installers. Who knows? Maybe there will be another rapper mapper for mobile installers someday. You know, not the brick and mortar guys, you know, but hey, if
Tim, you hear that?
Yeah, if you think it's tough to get in now, you mobile installers are going to have to bend over backwards to get on that list.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to establish my lane now, so I don't have to worry about those problems.
That's it, dude. Fucking build those bricks now, dude.
Like I said, you know, it's a big issue within the industry. A lot of people don't like to have that person constantly on a payroll that they have to worry about feeding and providing for them.
Right.
They don't like to have that person that they hire and they show up for one or two jobs, but then they don't show up anymore. You know, I'm the answer to all of those problems.
It's not even that. It's the investment that you put in to have an employee there and training them. Yeah. And then they fucking skedaddle in a fucking year or 2 years and they go work for another shop. It's like, dude, how you gonna do me dirty like that?
I told you everything you know and now you left.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a fucking kick in the pants. You know what I mean? Yep. I had this ironically enough, I had this conversation on Monday. Yes, Monday afternoon I had this conversation with another great guest I had on here from Max Auto, Mr. Dan Lundberg. I had the conversation with him about this and employments and turnaround, you know, the frequent turnaround of employees and taking the time talking to people and, you know, and investing in them to be an employee to work and then things not working out and them taking the knowledge and going somewhere else where, you know, I recommended, man, maybe, you know, maybe a mobile installer might be the way you might want to go where you don't have those certain things. Don't have to worry about always having a job every day for that person. You don't have to have that person sweeping the floors because you got nothing to do. Like, it's cheaper investment, but I get when you want to have the shop, the house has all that built in. Like your employee did the job.
The only downside to the shop on doing it this way is that, and I had this conversation with Marcos just, you know, day before yesterday when he and I were together, we were talking about it. You know, the downside to it is that when that random customer walks through your door and they're like, hey, I want to do this. Can I leave it now?
Right. Ain't happening.
You can't say yes, leave it now.
Right.
Even if you have 10 mobile installers that you can call in, you can't let the customer leave it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're already booked on a full schedule.
Right.
So that part sucks. If you have, you know, employees there, you can kind of figure and manipulate, make it work. But my answer to Marcos was, well, you know what? Treat me the same way. That customer walks through your door and says, hey, look, I want to put these stripes on my car. I want to do a full color change. You know, I want to leave it now. Tell him, okay, no problem. Call me. I'll bring it in. If I have to move my schedule around, I'd set myself up that way to be flexible. Right. And I can accommodate you on a rush need.
Right.
And I can get down here and make it happen for you.
Mm.
You know, even if you have to stop what you're doing, stop the car you're working on and move on to the car that just came in, and then let me pick up on the other car and finish that one.
Right. Win-win.
Whatever it may be, exactly. It's a win-win. We can make it work. Don't let that customer leave your shop without leaving you money.
Yeah. Yep. The luxuries. Yeah, they won't come back. You got one chance. You got one chance, and then that's it.
You know, it's pros and cons to it. You just have to know how it works, man. You have to be able to trust that mobile installer. You have to know what their capabilities are and their schedule. You know, I try not to book myself 3-4 weeks at a time because that'll be too much for me. I'll be tied up for too long. I can't provide the service that I'm looking to provide if I do that.
Right.
So.
Love it.
You know.
Love it.
It's working out. Hopefully, you know, with this podcast, I'll get a lot more phone calls and a bunch of people would say, hey, look, you know, I need your service. I can cut you a check.
Yeah, there you go. 2% commission, please. 2%. I'm not asking for much. I ain't greedy. Fuck.
Just tell me you heard me on the podcast and I'll cut Jeff a check.
See how that works? Fuck.
That's it.
Nah, man. Just the pleasure of having the guest. This is just a platform to help promote the guests. You know, it's not just sharing stories and struggles. It's a way to, you know, express yourself other than a photograph. People get to listen to your voice and hear you and hear the sincerity of your voice and what you're talking about and the struggles and the happiness you have for this industry. And it goes a long way. I think a voice just translates so much deeper to somebody when you're hearing. You're feeling it more than hearing it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Not to get weird or anything, but
nah. You know, and another thing too is that it makes it easier for somebody to confront you, or, you know, when they see you at a show, say, "Hey, I heard your podcast," or, you know, "I know that guy because I heard his podcast."
Right. They know you before you even know them.
That's right. It makes that conversation easier. And for a person like myself, who's kind of
introvert,
I stay, yeah, exactly. I'm stay within myself. I don't communicate very well to a lot of people. It's hard for me to make a show.
Yeah.
I don't mind talking. I'll talk to anybody if you come up and start the conversation, but it's hard for me to walk over and just say hello.
Well, dude, this was completely natural. You took over the show, man.
I don't say that. I don't want to take over.
Come on. It's all about you, man. It's all about you for these last 2 hours, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
This was great, dude. I had a great conversation. We talked about a lot of great topics.
We got to figure out when is your show coming out? That's what the people want to know.
It's coming out soon. I've got some great, I gave a little sneak peek on my live one I did recently. If you go back and listen to the live one, I gave you, I think I almost, stamped the date that it would actually come out. I won't give it out now. You got to go back and listen to it. But that one will be coming out. That one will be coming out soon. That's going to be great. It's going to be, you know, good eye opener. I'm hoping I hit my 100th episode when that comes out. That would be ideal, but I don't think numbers wise, unless I do a couple live ones, if it will pan out that way. But either way, it's going to come out on that date, because that date, has really big, significant meaning for that date. So, and ironically, it falls on a Monday, which is the shows come out on Mondays, and
when they get released.
Yep. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I'm like, well, it's now or never. You know what I mean? Perfect.
Cool. Well, you let me know if you need me to sit down and do that interview. I'm not too far away. I'll drive right up there.
There you go.
Get the Jeff interview, because everybody needs to know your story.
Hell
you
yeah,
get everybody
dude.
else's, but we don't know yours.
I know, dude. I'm surprised I've gone this far and people haven't given me more shit than I've already gotten. I'm just getting a little bit of shit. Like,
well, we get a little bit of pieces here and there. You know, we know you had your own shop. We know you did the install and the production.
Right.
Had a big house crew, and
well, I had to give you a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't be that selfish.
We got a little bit. We know a little about the family and things like that. So it's not too bad, but we need to know your trials and where do you think the industry's going, and, you know, why'd you make the decision to leave and now come back?
Yeah. Whew. It's a good one, bro.
Yeah, and not only did you come back, but you only came back a little bit with the podcast. You still, even with the podcast, weren't fully committed to the industry.
No, at the beginning I was not.
Yeah. We need to know that story and why the change, because now you are fully committed.
This is totally recent, like so new, dude. So new. And I love that. And I love that just a small amount of people know. Like, there is a lot of people that I talk almost, I wouldn't say daily, but almost every other day that know my situation, like in and out, and like what I have going on this week, next week. Like, certain people like know, cause they keep like Shawn and Martinez.
Yep.
Fucking kid's like my brother now. Guy got on my podcast and we are fucking friends. Chucky Cordy, same way. Fucking Joe Solis, same way. Dan Nava, we're fucking killing it. You know, it's just so many people just know. And I've had not even almost as long as my podcast conversations with these people and just talked about life, dude, and just like certain things. It's just like, oh man, it's so nice to know that fucking somebody else is like on my level. You know what I mean? Like, just not one story's better than the other. We all had struggles, but man, just intimate conversations. Just, I'll let you in my world, you let me in your world, and dude, mind blowing. I've had teary eyes with conversations with people, man. Just helping them out with certain things, and just, you know, them helping me out with certain things. It's a struggle out there, man. You can't do that shit by yourself. You know?
No. Sometimes you just have to say things out loud.
Yes.
Whether somebody's listening or not, you have to say it out loud.
Right.
Because you hear it. And when you hear it, it makes a difference.
It's so different. Hearing it in your head is so different than you actually physically, audibly hearing it. Like.
That's right.
It's crazy. It's fucking, dude, I want to take more meditation. I want to take yoga. If anybody knows if anybody out there is taking yoga, DM me. Let me know how that shit works. I've heard it's really good for you, like, kind of cleanses you. It's not really, it's really, like, intense. Like, I've heard about hot yoga, dude. Like,
I don't know if I have the patience to be able to shut down like that.
Dude, but man, it feels so good. It's just fucking, no fucking internet. And if anybody's listening, I'm sorry, I haven't been posting a lot. It's kind of like a New Year's resolution thing for me. I don't want to be posting like crazy. For some reason, I found this fucking button on the corner of the Instagram fucking feed that it actually tells you how many hours a day you're on. And I was fucking embarrassed. I was fucking embarrassed on how many hours I spent on the fucking internet. It's fucking.
But you shouldn't be, because that's part of your business.
A little bit, but fuck, dude. I don't even want to tell you how many hours. There's 24, and I was fucking, dude. I don't even want to tell you. I was like, dude, I gotta change. I gotta a little bit, diet down a little bit. Like only.
Listen, I'm already starting a petition. I got one petition going already. I'll maybe start another one.
Dude, it's like, I'm like, dude, I'm like working all day. How the fuck am I on the internet that long? Like, I don't find the time. I don't go to the bathroom that often. You know what I mean? And like, scroll through the fucking internet. And it's just like, I will get back to my regular schedule. I'm just taking a little breather for the next couple of weeks. So nobody go fucking off the deep end. But believe it or not, my following has gone up for some reason. Dude, I've been stuck at that fucking number for I don't even know how long.
That's another thing we should discuss.
Dude, I can't reach 3,000 for the life of me. Holy shit. I've been like 280, 2888. 2894, and then fucking I'll wake up the next morning, I lost like 10 followers. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, where the fuck? It's like a fucking weight scale. Fucking gain 5 pounds, I lose 20. What the fuck? Like,
yeah.
I know, I need another fucking giveaway. Don't say it.
No, not the giveaway.
I like the giveaways though.
We gotta find you somebody to have on a show that is, marketing savvy, social media that'll actually give us the secrets of gaining followers without one of those backdoor hacks that everybody tries to use.
Yeah, dude, like buying them's not cool.
I don't want to pay for followers.
No. I don't like the fucking friend for friend, like follow unfollow game. I don't like that bullshit. Like,
nah, we don't want to do that.
No.
So we got to get somebody on here that can explain all of those things. We got to get you an accountant on here, get you an insurance guy.
Right. PPF guy, person.
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah.
We're not biased here.
Yeah. Maybe you should reach out to one of the reps from the PPF manufacturers. I don't know if any of them are listening, but see if maybe they'll want to talk to you.
Yeah. I could get with some of the dub guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can reach out to Dub. You might be able to reach out to Verado from Hexis. He's a phenomenal guy over there. You might be able to sit down and chat with you a little bit about it.
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody's listening, send me some DMs, some contacts, or send me an email. Get on my website. I do have a website if anybody was looking. I actually got my first fucking email from my website. Yes, last week.
Nice.
I've had my website up for a whole year. Not one person's used the fucking app to send me an email till the other day. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I don't even get spammed on it. I get a lot of comments and shit, spam comments on the episodes, but I never got an email. I was like, whoa, wow. I almost forgot I had one. Yeah, it was great. Great feeling that somebody was actually on it. I know people are on it because I can see the stats on where my listeners are coming from and where they're looking and gathering information, and it has my website in there, which is a pretty good amount. Everybody's usually on iTunes. iTunes obviously is the number one. Apple podcast is obviously the number one listened to platform for me, which, you know, I appreciate everybody listening, and, you know, and all the other platforms, Spotify, fucking iHeartRadio, Spreaker, all that stuff. So it's crazy. It's just, and it's worldwide, dude. Worldwide. It's just so funny. I've got people in, you know, China. I got people in Australia. I got people in fucking, you know, the UK listening. It's so cool that, you know, it reaches more than just the United States.
And that's not an easy task to do, man. So congratulations to you for that.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Fucking means a lot.
You know, it's like you said, you had no idea how this was going to work or what it was going to do. And look at you now.
Yeah.
You're reaching all of these people, creating all of these relationships, helping everybody. You know, nobody told you how to create a podcast. Nobody told you how to get into Spotify or iHeartRadio. You know, you had to figure all those things out. So bravo to you for that, man.
Appreciate that, man. A lot of R&D, but
yeah,
we got there. A lot of hiccups in the beginning, but that's all right. That's what it's all about. It's just like you said, and we're going fucking full circle right now, dude. It's making that decision.
That's it.
You gotta make that fucking decision because nobody's gonna do it for you. That's the hardest part. As soon as you get over that, it's on to the next one, and you putt through it. Get it done. Whew, that's a fucking beautiful way to end this podcast. Come fucking full circle right there. Woo, we're fucking creeping almost on 3 hours, man.
Just do it.
Just
do it.
Fucking Nike.
That's it.
Nike.
If you don't try, you'll never know, and you'll hate yourself.
Oh,
you're saying, what if?
There's fucking nothing worse than regret, dude.
That's the worst.
Nothing worse in the world than to think back when you're 65 and you're like, wow, I wish I would have started that business. It's fucking too late now, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, before I started working for the other shop that I worked for in the past, I was in IT.
Wow.
I did computer repair and sales, and I basically had, legally by the New York State, it was a hobby. I was a DBA and, you know, did it that way. I had a name and business cards, and I made a shit ton of money that way. It was, you know, had certifications and everything, but I never pushed it. I never pursued it. I never did anything to force myself on that.
You made a living and that was it.
Yeah. I made a little pocket change. That was what I did.
Yeah.
It was something that I was very passionate about and enjoyed. I mean, I could take computers apart and blindfolded in my sleep and put them back together and fix problems. And, you know, that was me.
Wow.
But now I look at myself even being to the success of where I am now. I'm like, damn, man, what if I would have tried back then? What if I would have did it then?
Where would you be now?
Yeah.
Woo.
You know, and I'm talking, you know, prime time computer time. It's like 2002.
Right, dude. You would have been right at the beginning stages of getting that shit done, making all that money like those computer people did, dude.
Yeah.
Look at how many, dude, I Googled how many computer people repair shops there are. Bro, There's fucking like 30 pages on Google. Fucking, there's a guy, I chuckled when I heard this. Not the Geeks was the name of his business. Fucking genius. I fucking died in my seat when I saw that. I'm like, not the Geeks. Fucking, I wanted to write that guy an email and be like, you have the fucking best name.
Yeah. No, I bet you, there's no copyright infringement on that.
Fuck no. I think he meets the criteria to bypass
allow
that.
him to trademark Geeks.
Right? Fucking geek this, geek that, everywhere. Nobody can be a fucking original anymore, man.
Hey, listen, I like the Geek Squad. All of their vehicles are wraps. Leave them alone.
Leave them alone. You're looking at it from the fucking business end of it.
That's it. Every one of their trucks and little punch buggy cars running around are all wraps.
No fucking disrespect to the geek guys. They fucking pay their bills.
Yeah, unlike I'll bash them. How about Serve Pro?
Serve Pro. Oh my God, dude.
Serve Pro doesn't wrap anything. Everything is painted in my area.
Bro, I've got a box truck, Serve Pro, getting done right now, and I helped do lamination today on it.
Really?
Ironic that you said that. I'm fucking laughing to myself in my head, and I'm like, fucking, if he ever knew that I just fucking laminated a Serve Pro box truck today.
Fucking every
come up to Massachusetts, bro.
Is painted. They're all painted in my area.
What?
I don't know.
Dude, you need to fucking educate these people. Start knocking on doors, dude. Sending emails. Be like, listen, stop painting your fucking trucks. You're losing your value. Nobody's gonna buy a fucking green truck. Stop. You get your money's worth when they're fucking white. You can rip the wrap off. Brand new truck. You're gonna get all your money back, dude.
Sell it at auction. That's right.
Come on. Like, dude, what the fuck? Get with the times. 2019 people, what the fuck?
Yeah. Penske made that change. Penske's all wrapped now.
Yes, I love it, dude. U-Haul, all wrapped.
They're all wrapped now.
They know what's up, dude, because fucking in 3-4 years, they fucking have auctions at the U-Haul stations. They don't even take the shit off. They just fucking wrap white over it. Done. Yeah. They hire us to go do it. Done. Love it. I love you, U-Haul companies. Keep us busy.
Well, let's think about this. If you look at your Ford Transits, your Mercedes Sprinters, or your Dodge ProMasters, or whatever they are, they're all white.
Right. For a reason.
They only come in white, black, and I think blue. That's it.
If that. Blue's like a special order.
I think so.
If you find a red one, that's a fucking unicorn. You know what I mean? Coming from factory.
Fucking 4-leaf clover right there.
Right.
Yeah. And that's for a reason. It's because they know that they're just going to be wrapped anyway.
Right. See, the dealerships are all over it. Why can't the business owners be on top of it? It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, you're losing your car for 3 days in production, sanding, painting, overspray, when you could just fucking turnkey 1 day, 24 hours, truck's wrapped, done.
Yep. And again, I think that depends on area, because if you bring a Transit in a local body shop in my area, you're talking a week, 2 weeks at least.
Jesus Christ.
For a full color change like that? Hell yeah.
Wow.
And then you only have to leave the paint shop and go down the street to the vinyl guy anyway to put your name and DOT numbers on the side.
Half the time we go over to the body shop and do it.
Yeah.
You gotta build that relationship, man.
I'm working on it. I got a couple.
That's it, dude. You build a couple. They're always gonna get those contractors to come in. What do you think? What do you think? They're gonna make money off you. You're gonna tell them $250 for that door. They're gonna say $350. I'm making $100.
I tell you what, I was at the Dodge dealer today and I had to, I do the random thing. I had a Challenger that I have to get some measurements for some PPF.
Yeah.
So I went to the local dealer and just took some measurements because I didn't have access to the customer spot.
Nothing wrong with that.
While I was at the dealership, I seen all the Transits that were there and I stuck my business cards in all of the fucking windows.
There you go. Old school, kid. You know what I would have done on top of that? Be like, hey, can I talk to the sales guy that's selling all those fucking Transits outside? I need to give him my card.
Yep, I do it every time. Every time.
Because nowadays, dude, they're fucking rolling the wrap right into the fucking payments.
Right into the payments. Why not?
Dude, you don't even have to see it. You don't have to fucking have the stress of that fucking huge nut, $3, $4, $5 grand to wrap fucking, each truck or your fleet, whatever. It's just rolling in a payment. You won't even see it. It won't hurt as bad.
Dealerships are losing money by letting that white van leave their lot.
Dude, why wouldn't they want the upsell? They're making they're rolling it in, but they're making the interest. Come on.
Yeah.
They're not stupid.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. That's part of my pitch when I go to dealers. You're losing money by letting that white van go.
Right.
Why don't you have it designed and printed and done
rolled
in-house here?
Yes.
That's it. You put it into your package, you're making your interest, you're collecting the money, your customer's ultimately happy. They don't give a shit that they have to wait 5 more days because they didn't take possession yet.
It's the fucking salespeople too. You gotta find that passionate salesperson that's a fucking hell of a salesperson. You know what I mean? Like, they'll sell fucking ice to the Eskimos. You know what I mean? They're all over that.
I started out going to the dealers and I would talk to like the general manager or the finance manager.
Yep.
Come to find out, those guys are not the guys you want to talk to. You want to talk to the sales guy.
Fucking A. They're the ones that are going to push it.
I want the sales guys. So now I go in and I go to the dealership and I act like I'm going to buy a car. And I talk to the sales guy and I just give him my card.
There you go. Reverse psychology right there,
exactly.
dude.
I go there to measure a car and the guy comes out and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? What can I do for you?" And I'm like, well, this is my name. This is where I'm from. And this is what I'm doing. Here's my card. If you ever need any services, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, every time, man. Every time.
Gets them. It's fucking.
Every time.
You just got to put that line out there. You know what I mean?
That's it, man. That's it.
They'll fucking bite. It's all good.
That's it.
Oh, that's awesome. It's awesome. Love
it.
You
only know, you got to try to know.
Right.
You try and then you'll never know.
You never know. Fuck, shooting in the dark.
That's it.
Like that fucking show. I might as well bring it up. The fucking Bird Box. Fuck, dude. Never know unless you look, right? But then you're fucked if you look.
And then you're fucked. Yeah.
I gotta bring that shit back. Those memes are fucking killing me on the internet, dude. Maybe that's why I was fucking spending too much time. Got fucking
put it. Bird Box?
Yeah, I was fucking going down a fucking rabbit hole or something. Jesus Christ. Those fucking memes got me. I'm like, wow, how many of these could there be? And I fucking just start scrolling through the hashtags. I'm like, wow, this is fucking hilarious. Fucking watching everybody do the challenge, the Bird Box challenge. Fucking people walking in the walls.
It's bad. It's bad.
Fucking America, bro. I don't get it.
Well, you know, it's okay to have fun and use your imagination. I mean, hey, in our industry, that's all we do is use our imagination.
Just be responsible. You know what I mean?
So.
Oh, fuck. All right. We're going through a rabbit hole. We're going through a rabbit hole here. We're going to wrap this up before we get any fucking deeper into this. You know what I mean?
All right, Jeff.
Oh, fuck, dude. This has been an absolute fucking pleasure. I'm not even going to ask you if you want to talk about anything because I think we talked about a lot. You know what I mean?
That means you don't want me to go off on another rant?
I don't know, dude. We're fucking creeping on 3 hours right now. And I want to be respectful of your time. You know what I mean? I fucking appreciate you coming on. It's been a long time coming. Given that we've already talked to each other fucking many moons ago, you know? I don't even know why this didn't happen sooner, but I'm glad it did, dude, because this conversation has been amazing. I've had a lot of, you know, I have a great time. I had a great time talking to you, bro.
I appreciate it. It's mutual.
Definitely.
You know, I appreciate what you do, and I'm glad to be a part of the show. You know, I never thought that I would be where I am today and have this honor, but it is very much appreciated.
Definitely. Well, you know how we end it, bro. Let everybody know where they can find you and get in contact with you.
So everything is very simple. It is Link Auto Restyling. Just like it sounds is the way it's spelled. Link. No secrets, no tricks. No. Link Auto Restyling.
No secrets, no tricks.
Nope, that's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's website. Everything is there.
Awesome. Dude, Shawn, absolute fucking pleasure talking to you, bro. I fucking wish you well in this new endeavor, dude. You're fucking fresh into the fucking biz and killing it right now, dude. I wish you well for 2019, man.
Hitting the ground running. Let's do it.
Thank you everyone for tuning into the podcast, and thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to the IBOW Training, offering a variety of training options such as training at your shop, group training classes nationwide, and even private design and print profile training through remote login. Learn more about IBOW at ibowtraining.com. Thank you also to We Print Wraps, the industry's #1 source for wholesale printed wraps, offering free nationwide shipping across the U.S. and Canada. And don't forget, listeners of this podcast save 5% on your next order when you use the promo code ALLWRAPPEDUP at checkout. See why wrap industry pros love them and visit WePrintWraps.com. Till next time, folks, that's a wrap.